Alright, welcome back to some more Trails to Azure. It's another day of just doing side stuff, really. And depending on how far we get, maybe we might actually be able to proceed with the story as well. But we will see on that one. Alright. For those who follow social media and the like, Epic Games Store did leak the fact that Trails from Zero Trails to Azure, Nayuta no Kiseki and Hajimari no Kiseki are actually going to be on the Epic Games Store within the next couple of years. That's something that was supposed to be announced tonight at the Falcom JDK band concert for their 40th anniversary, but Epic decided to jump the gun on that one. So, yeah, interesting news there. But at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the New Games Expo on their YouTube and their Twitch, they'll be having a concert where JDK Band is going to perform. So if you're awake at that time, definitely check it out. And Koji Kondo will be there to also probably give the same announcements. So even though it got leaked, definitely check it out if you're a big fan of Falcom music. And who knows, maybe they'll say something else too. Maybe they'll announce something about East. Okay, but we did everything here in Amorica Village, so we can just head back. What? There we go. It's like, hang on now, let me go back. Let me take a nap. We bought something, didn't we? What did we buy? Can't remember. Was it for Wazzy's room? No. Randy's room? No. Ellie. Nope. No? There we go. Yeah, the racing flags. Right. How are we doing on items? I started playing E7, so if I mess up buttons, it's because of that. Oh, we have a good amount of Sepith, actually. And a good amount of money. We just have the 2 required ones left. So should I start upgrading? I don't know, what's our ornament situation like? I mean, everyone's doing pretty good right now. It's not like anyone needs anything more. I think we're good on ornament stuff too. I could probably buy some weapons. Doesn't hurt to get some more weapons going here. Noel can wear the riot gear. Okay. For no detriment. Trekking boots, military boots. No one really benefits from that. And then we have that. Okay. I think I should have enough new materials also to upgrade these weapons too. Let's see how many I can upgrade. Yeah, sweet. Just enough. Cause a seal 10%, nice. Critical chance 20%, evasion 10%, accuracy extra 10%, which is really nice. Range +5, wow. I mean, it's just an extra one that, yeah, it's range +5, but more accuracy and critical percentage is always nice. And then for Lloyd, he has a chance of fainting. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. There is actually a hidden quest that we can do. And for some reason, it involves us going into Heiyue. A sign is asphyxiated to the locked door. If you have business with us, please knock. Heiyue Trading. The man who runs the branch is named Kao, right? That's him, Kao Lee, otherwise known as Heiyue's sharp and capable White Orchid Dragon. Want to pay him a visit? Even if we knock, they might not let us in. True. I wouldn't mind picking his brain about what happened to the old Rivace building, though. Yeah, Heiyue definitely had their sights on it. In the end, Crimson & Co. bought the deed from under them. I wonder how they feel about that. I'll admit, it was regrettable. How? Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. Your timing is perfect. It just so happens there's a small favor I'd like to ask of you. What? A favor of us? Would you mind coming inside to hear me out? I won't force you to if you're too busy, of course. Oh, wait, can't you just... Our apologies, but the request for your help is genuine. I hope you will listen to what Master Kao has to say if you have the time. We will leave the door unlocked for you, so come in when you're ready. I don't know whether to call that welcoming or promoting. You're welcome to walk in and find out, Wazzy. So, what do we do? What should we do? It doesn't seem to be a trap. Maybe we should play along. Might learn something useful from it. Yeah, maybe. We've got our hands full, too. We don't have to do this if we don't want to. Of course we're gonna go in. He likes you enough anyway, Lloyd. Don't worry, you'll be fine. For now. Excellent, you're all here. Allow me to welcome you to the Crossbell branch of Heiyue Trading Ltd. I hope we aren't interrupting. Thank you for inviting us in. And salutations to you, Mr. Orlando. I've been looking forward to your return. Yeah, howdy doody. I see you've been changed a bit. I'll take that as a compliment. Who would have guessed that you had ties to the Black Alley's newest tenants, Crimson & Co.? It's left me absolutely stunned. Whatever. I take it you have a fair amount of intel on them, right? As a matter of fact, I do. We are without our connection to them. Then again, perhaps Mr. Orlando could tell you a thing or two about that. All I know is that sometime last year, Uncle and the others picked a fight with the Heiyue guys over in the Eastern Quarter. It sounded like a real bloodbath, too. Now that you mention it, Dudley mentioned something about that. To sum it up, we had quite a lot of fun with them before. Fortunately, we reached an agreement, so there's no bad blood. Though some of Heiyue's elders do still curse the names of the members of the Red Constellation. No bad blood, huh? Sounds like the two sides have quite the history. As far as the old Rivace compound is concerned, it truly was a pity to lose it, but what's done is done. Unlike a mafia such as Rivace, we don't expect them to be direct business competitors in Crossbell. So you can rest assured that we're not looking to start a fight. Thanks for being so considerate. Not that I entirely believe you, Kao. Pardon me for changing the subject, but what exactly is this favor you wanted to ask? We assumed it had something to do with Crimson & Co. Oh, yes, that. You're late, Kao. What is taking you so long? Oh, it's a little kid. Why, if it isn't Master Shin, is something trouble you? Of course there is. How long do you expect me to wait? When is this guide you promised to come pick me up? I told you I'd be more than happy to show you out. And I told you you're no good. Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't come all the way to Crossbell to be toured by one of our own men. But of course! That is why we had arrangements made for you today. They will be your guides. What? What are you talking about, Kao? Is this the favor you want to ask? Allow me to formally introduce you. This is Master Shin, the grandson of one of Heiyue's elders. We would like you to guide him on a tour of Crossbell City. I was afraid you'd say that. You're putting in a support request for us to be tour guides? How unorthodox. These are the guys you spoke of? They're fairly young, aren't they? Why did you not send for someone like Ilya Platier or Dieter Croy? I think you overestimate how much pull I have. However, the people standing before you are cross-bellied celebrities in their own right. These are the ladies and gentlemen who solved that incident in the spring I told you about. Are they now? That would make you the same Triple S that crushed the cult, wouldn't it? I guess? You've heard about that? He is the grandson of an elder. It's only natural that he be well informed about current events around the continent. He studied Crossbell greatly before visiting. Of course I did. The future of Heywei will be on my shoulders someday. I have to be better than commoners such as yourselves. Kid's got a mouth on him. Take it easy, Randy. He's still young. Well, very well. If you insist, then I'll accept this proposal. I can take this opportunity to ask more about the cult incident. Huh? Is something wrong? This is love at first sight! What? Excuse me? Those beautiful features and that pearl gray hair. And those bountiful proportions. I never thought I'd meet the woman of my dreams here of all places. You there, what's your name? Me? It's Ellie McDowell. It's nice to meet you, Shin. Ellie, even your name is lovely. Now I understand. Destiny brought me to Crossbell to meet you. What is he talking about? Great. He's not just an impudent brat, but a precarious one at that. I think Ellie has a new biggest fan. She's acceptable, Cal. I would like for this lovely lady to guide me around the city at once. I'm glad to hear it. Well, off you go, everyone. Do be sure to take good care of Master Shin. Hold on just a second. Should the Triple S really be playing tour guide for the grandson of a crime syndicate elder? Alright, we'll accept. So, where in the city should we go specifically? I think Master Shin has a few places in mind. He'll let you know. Have fun, Master Shin. Do be careful on your tour. I don't need you to tell me that. Let's be off, my dearest Ellie. Wait, Shin! Were you thinking of going on the tour alone with Ellie? There are far too many of you to travel comfortably. And besides, 3 is a crowd. I get that, but... You may be connected to Heywei, but I doubt anyone will try to target a child. Still, is it a good idea to leave them alone? Ahem. Shin, it's almost time for the trade conference. Crossbell is on high alert right now, meaning that anything can happen. For the sake of your safety, wouldn't it be smart to travel with more protection? You may have a point. Very well, 2 of you may come with us, but no more. The others can watch us from a safe distance. How does that sound? Well, honestly, it's not too shabby of an idea. Actually, that's typically the practice when it comes to protecting high-profile individuals. Then it's decided. You should be in the front party too, Lloyd. Which of us 3 do you want us to come along with you? Let me think. Aw, man! Whoever you bring with you, it'll raise their bonding points. Not Randy. It's gonna be Noel or Wazzy. I don't know. Let's bring Noel. I don't care. Would you mind tagging along with us, Noel? I'd be happy to. I won't let my guard down for even a second while we're sightseeing. Randy and Wazzy, you keep an eye on us from a distance and observe the surroundings. You got it. Less work for me. Is this arrangement to your liking, Shin? I have no objections. And do not coddle me. I'm old enough to look after myself, and Heywei's members do enough of that already. Sure, you got it, Shin. Alright, let's get going. I'll tell you where I'd like to go once we're outside. If it wasn't tied to bonding points, I probably would have chosen Wazzy. But I do, if possible, would like to... I mean, probably going to continue with Ellie and see her final scenes. But if I can see more of Noel, I would like to. Let me first explain the details of the tours. Don't make me repeat myself, so pay attention. Yeah, sure. Damn, Brett. He's trying to act like a big shot in front of Madame Ellie. True, but he's sort of pulling it off. Lovestruck Fool really does like Ellie, doesn't he? What was that? Do you have something to say to me? No, it's nothing. We're ready to hear your explanation. Very well, let me get straight to the point. As we discussed inside, you will all act as my tour guides around the city. However, trying to navigate this place with a goal would just be tiring. Therefore, there's one spot in particular I would like you to eventually take me to. One in particular? Yes, I would like to go to the roof of the Times Department store in Central Square. Simply make sure that you take me there last. After that, you'll all be relieved of your duties. Got it. That's easy to remember. So beyond that, are we free to pick where we go? No, don't use that as an excuse to take me to boring places between here and there. I'd like to arrive in Central Square via East Street. Is it neat, or have you already planned most of this out? Please, this is a special trip for me, so of course I've made preparations. Although that is the extent of my plans. I'll be ever grateful if you could take us on a few enjoyable detours that I may spend more time with Ellie. Don't forget I'm one of the tour guides as well, Shin. Nonsense, out of the question. You are now my guest, which means you should enjoy yourself too, Ellie. I think Lovestruck was right. That aside, I think I know what we're supposed to be doing now. Basically, you just want us to take a scenic route around the city. Does that sound fine, Shin? Wait, you got any other options to explore? What about Arkansas or something like that? There's always Michelin Wonderland. Though I think they're closed, and that's not in the city limits anyway. What do you take me for? Of course I've already been to the most notable places in Crossbell. They were enjoyable enough. I would not mind returning in the future, but that's not the goal for today. There's much more to see of Crossbell before I leave. I'd rather see Crossbell City's true face, as its citizens know it, rather than the same tourist attractions. Crossbell's true face? You put a lot into this. Just imagine how pushy he's going to be once he grows up, the little shit. Do you understand now? We are burning daylight, so let's start the tour already. Understood. We're ready to go. Okay, we're going on ahead. Watch our 6, you two. No problemo. Have fun. Alright, so the first place we need to go to is IBC. The IBC? Yes, it is a fine building. Is this not your first time here, Shin? It is not. Even Heiyue has an account with the IBC, naturally. It just so happens that I recently visited to open a personal account to use in stock trading. I'm hoping for some good dividends soon. Come to think of it, weren't you doing something like that when you were a student, Ellie? Yes, I dabbled in trading a little bit for future reference. So you deal in stocks too, Ellie? That reminds me, I found something interesting to invest in. Not many people have taken notice of it yet, and it has some promising aspects. Or I could always recommend you other stocks if you'd like. Other stocks? Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. Poor guy. Forget about it. My apologies, Ellie. I simply got carried away because you and I shared something in common. Don't apologize, you surprised me is all. Oh, Ellie, you really are like a goddess. Still, the IBC is hardly anything special, so we don't need to head inside. Let's move on to the next location. Sure. I would have loved if, like, in the train of people, like, at the very back, like over here is where, like, Randy and Wazzy would be, just, like, trailing along. I think that would have been, like, really cool to see. Or just, like, randomly see their portraits in the background somewhere, but it's an extra detail that I'm sure probably was hard to pull off, but... it would have been cool to see. Or, like, in this panorama, we just see them, like, hiding behind a barrel. So this is East Street. This is my first real chance I've had to soak it in. Do you feel at ease since it's reminiscent of home? I suppose so. Though this is nowhere near as lively as the Eastern Quarter. I'd love to show you around Calvard if I have the opportunity, my dear Ellie. You're more than welcome to come home with me. Well that's, quite the offer. I'm almost jealous I've never had a little admirer like this. This is the Crossbow branch of the Bracer Guild. Why are you hiding, Shin? Shut up, it's none of your business. My oh my, what are you doing with that cute little boy over there? Don't just stand there in the entrance. Come on over here. Okay. So, who's the rascal? He's lost? He lost in looking for his parents? Not quite. Hey you! Is the Divine Blade of Wind here right now? Well, don't you have a mouth on you? Sorry, Dumpling. Arius is out at the moment. Oh, good. What's with the relieved look? His words, actions, and get-up point to one thing. I get it. You're connected with Heiyue. I bet you're an elder's grandson, too. How do you know that? I didn't know that, silly. You're the one who just told me. Still, you shouldn't let your guard down like that just around me just because you think I'm dazzling. Sure. Why does he look and act like this? What a strange person. Are all people from the Bracer Guild this way? You've been a little runt this entire time. I'm sure you'll make a fine member of the mighty Heiyue. I'm sure he'll only become worse too. I think you're right. That aside, why are you so obsessed with Arios? It's not like we hold a grudge against Heiyue or anything. So you say, you've meddled in the Elder's affairs many times. The Divine Blade of Wind and the Immovable have been nothing but problems for us. The Immovable? Ah, he means Zin, the Immovable, a Calvardian A-rank bracer and a master in the Taito School of Martial Arts. We don't see him often anymore, but he's helped this branch many times in the past. If I remember correctly, Lin also practices Taito, doesn't she? She sure does. Zin's one of her predecessors in the school, and it goes without saying that he's incredibly strong. The Bracer Guild certainly isn't short on talent. That may be, but the real problem with your guild is your honor code. Maybe it's a rule set or whatever, but that doesn't give you the right to do whatever you want in the name of civilian safety. Don't you know? Our code balances itself out. There's some things that we can't touch because of our non-interference pledge. But hold the phone, little man. How do you know so much about that at your age? Seriously? I'm impressed, Shin. Flattery will get you nowhere. Anyway, you bracers are... I think that's enough moaning about the guild. You're still just a kid after all. By the way, Kia and Shizuku are hanging out upstairs. You should go and say hi to them. That's right, it almost slipped my mind that they're here. Why didn't we introduce Shin to them? What? Who's that? Well, this should be fun. Oh, you guys are back. How's it going? Hello, everyone. I thought you were all busy with work. Guess you could say that, yeah. Who are these kids? Do you know them? Huh? Who's he? A little boy? Who's little? I'm Shin, the manslayer to bear the burden of Heiyue's future as an elder's grandson. I apologize. Wow, you're so tiny, yet you're like an adult, like Lloyd. You're a lot greater than your size lets on, huh? Stop it! Stop calling me small! Trust Kia to call it like she sees it. Oh, Shin. These two are Kia and Shizuku. I think they're a little older than you. And we did mention that Shizuku is Arios' daughter. And did we mention that Shizuku is Arios' daughter? That's the Divine Blade of Winds. I bet you're a swordsman too, aren't you? You guys have been close this entire time. I bet you're using that insight thingy. Insight? How do you know about insight? No, of course not. Actually, I'm unable to see. My hearing is better than most because of it, but I'm not nearly as cool as my father. I'm terribly sorry. That was ungentlemanly of me. Please forgive me for my insolence. It's okay. Wow. So he can be a good little boy when he wants to be. So you're Shin, huh? You're from out of town, right? How much longer are you going to be in Crossbell? I'll be here for about 2 more days, if you must know. Does that mean you're going to come check out the tower unveiling tomorrow? We're going to watch it from Time's rooftop. You want to join us? Are you sure? Yeah, why not? Ryu, Henri, and the other kids are all going to be up there too. It'll be plenty of fun. You don't say. Well, if you're going to be that persistent, I have no choice but take you up on your offer. The unveiling is tomorrow at 11 a.m., is it not? Yep, we'll see you there. He looks pretty happy right now. Perhaps he doesn't have many opportunities to play with other children his age. Alright, let me check out this little house. What is this place? This is the home of the Crossbell Business Owners Association chairman. That was a sentence. Holy crap. This is the home of the Crossbell Business Owners Association's chairman. He's a good friend of ours. Is he now? I suppose even Cal and the others would pay their respects to the chairman of the Business Owners Association. It may be wise for me to greet them. Oh, I thought the man walking was still... Well, if it isn't Lloyd, to what do I owe the pleasure? The young man with you has quite the Eastern attire. I take it he's not from around these parts. You're the chairman of the Business Owners Association, are you? I am Shin, a man burdened to carry the future of Heiyue on his shoulders. Heiyue, you say? They're that trading company based off of the Eastern Quarter that recently expanded in Crossbell. You say you're burdened to carry the future. Are you perhaps related to the Council of Elders? I am. My grandfather is one of the elders. Do you know the others, Mr. Moores? Oh no, I merely engaged in a few small exchanges back in my days as a trader, but I never personally met them. I have to say, it was smart of them to send their grandson over here. Though, why are you with Lloyd and his team? Well, one thing led to another. These people were dying to show me the sights. How could I deny them their wish? Is that what happened? Haha. Sounds like there's more to it, but the important thing is that you all seem to be getting along well. You say your name was Shin. I'd be glad if you took a liking to Crossbell, young man. I'm happy to say that I've been enjoying it. Now, if you'll excuse us. Well... Long Lao. So they even have Eastern-style restaurants on East Street. Would you like to stop here for a break? A fine idea. I'm a little hungry, actually. I'd like to see exactly what kind of food is served here. So, was Long Lao to your liking? I'd also like to know from someone well-versed in Eastern culture. Uh-huh? What is the meaning of this? Why are they selling these items like this at such a price? Is the owner out of his mind? Calm down, Shin. If you complain so loudly... No, Shin is probably... For example, this Mapo tofu is better than anything I've had from the 3-star restaurants in the Eastern Quarter. Something this exquisite should be 3 times more expensive. So why isn't it? So that's why you're upset. I don't believe this. Why is a restaurant of this quality hiding in Crossbell? Well, either way, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. This is an adorable side quest, I have to say. I'm loving every bit of it. Hey look, it's Rias. She's still here. I would have thought she moved on by now, but I guess that we haven't progressed any story points. Just what is this place? It's so dreary. This is the downtown district, Shin. Sadly, it was left behind during the city's redevelopment years ago. I see. I suppose every country has these sorts of places. I see enough. Let's return to East Street. Yeah, okay. No. Aww, I want to talk to Riaz. Whatever. Honda Central Square. This would be the Central Square, correct? It's about as busy as I expect a thoroughfare to be. That's right, the Times department store you mentioned earlier is also nearby too. Should we head there right now? I'll let the 3 of you figure that out. I'm just happy I get to be by Ellie's side like this. That much is clear. You're so sweet, Shin. I don't see the harm in taking a look since we're here. So this is the Orbital store that's always in those magazines, huh? Also, there's a triangle ornament in that little case right there. I like how it looks in here, and they seem to be offering the latest appliances at least. I don't think anything at Calabar matches up in terms of scale either. It's very much like Crossbow to carry a wide variety of goods from multiple nations. Speaking of cutting edge, over there is what's called the Orbital Network Terminal. Orbital Network, you said? Yep, to keep things simple, it's essentially an advanced communications device. The Orbital Network project is steadily progressing through the work of the Epstein Foundation. By using a terminal, not only can you transmit your voice, but even text and pictures too. Wow, this kind of technology exists? Not that I'm surprised. What are you, an encyclopedia? Quit trying to show off. No, I'm not trying to show off. It's not a competition. It's okay to learn new things. Time to go home. What's with the huge dog? What are you doing here, Zeit? Maybe you just wanted a breath of fresh air. Oh, he's scared. Is something wrong, Shin? Oh, did Zeit scare you? Relatable, to be honest. It's not like I wasn't at first either. What are you talking about? Absolutely not. Nothing scares me. With that said, this dog bores me. Let's go to the next spot. Sure. He's only pretending to be courageous, but you have to admire his gusto. But I could have taken you. I could have taken you to Ellie's room. Oh. Well, here we are. Time's department store. Is there anywhere else you'd like to take, Shin? Once we enter, we won't have time to go anywhere else. I did do everything, right? IBC, yes. East Street, yes. East Street, check. East Street, check. 3, downtown, check. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're good. I think we've shown him around enough already, so let's enter. Very well, I'm looking forward to what's inside. So let's not keep you waiting. There they are. There they go. Now they're inside the store. Something wrong, Randy? Yeah, thought I felt something when we were tailing them. You too, huh? I thought I sensed something as well. Yeah, I figure it's probably some Heiyue henchman keeping an eye on us. Still, could have sworn I felt something more than that. Can't tell you exactly what it was, though. I know what you mean. Anyway, all we can do now is continue observing the situation. Yeah. Why don't we check out a few of the shops before we head to the roof? Very well, lead the way. There is a Mishi. Are these defabled Mishi plushies? Why are they here? We're not in Michelin. This general store recently added a corner exclusively for Mishi merchandise. Are you a fan of Mishi, Shin? Mishi, Shin? Don't mock me! How could the man fated to lead Heiyue be interested in these childish toys? Have you any common sense? Shin? You didn't need to take it personally. Besides, even if you're supposed to lead Heiyue someday, who say you can't love Mishi too? Huh, anyway. Is this an item exclusive to Times, the TikTok Mishi? Yeah. Like I said, only children would take an interest in these things. I don't care for it, not one bit at all. He's not fooling anyone. He thinks a certain Heiyue elder's grandson doth protest too much. Excuse me, how much for the TikTok Mishi? Oh, that'll be 500 Mira. Fitting a present for the kid? Well, I'm thinking about it. It's only 500 Mira. Should I buy it for Shin? Of course we should. Yeah, one TikTok Mishi, please. No problem. Thank you, and come again. Hey, you've been whispering for a while. About that, this is for you, actually. This is the store's limited edition. Oh, so that's what you were doing. Aw, you're so considerate, Lloyd. Oh, what the heck? Why are you giving this to me? It's a gift, Shin. You should take it. Think of it as a token to remember this day by. To remember today. Well, you've already purchased it, so it's not like I can throw it away. I'll take it. However, let me make one thing clear. I am not interested in plushies. Got it? Yeah, whatever you say. How adorable. This department store's rooftop has quite the view, doesn't it? It's breathtaking, isn't it? You can get a full view of the city from here. It's managed to exceed my expectations. Oh, right, Orcus Tower. Is that it over there? It's still covered up, but seeing the tower over the city is amazing. Come on, Ellie, get over here, closer to me. Okay. Please be careful, you guys. I don't want anyone falling over the rail. So, were you satisfied with the view from the roof? Yes, it's satisfactory. The rest of the city tour wasn't too shabby either. I think today will be one to remember. I see. I'm glad you feel that way. I plan to return to Calvar 2 days from now. I'll once again be surrounded by stuffy adults, forced to endure an endless torrent of studying. Such is the fate of a man who will one day command others. Shin, that's a lot of responsibility. By the way, Shin, are you enrolled in Sunday school? Yes, as a means of broadening my horizons. Everyone fears the adults that guard me, so they don't dare approach me, though. That's why Kia and Shizuku, I believe? It was quite a fun experience to be able to talk to people my age. You don't say. It's a good thing we talked to them. Pardon me, I'm not one to usually engage in use of small talk. At any rate, I've had enough of a tour. Escort me back to the office at once. Roger. It pleases me to know that you enjoyed yourself. I'll admit that it exceeded my expectations. It would seem there's more to Crossbell than Ark and Seal in the theme park. Now I understand why a shrewd businessman like yourself is so taken by it, Cal. You flatter me, Master Shin. Thank you, Lloyd, Ellie, and the rest of the Triple S. I never could have imagined that a simple tour would please Master Shin so much. I am in your debt. Don't mention it, Cal. We had a fun time as well. At the very least, we would like for you to have this. It may not be much, but please accept it. I don't know if it's such a good idea. We're members of the CPD after all. I thought you might have said that, which is why I refrained from having Mira arranged for you. Consider this as a token of friendship with Master Jin, or with me, if you'd like. What? Well, how thoughtful of you, Cal. Don't be shy. Go on, take it. Someone's pushy. I don't think we can say no if they're this insistent. You're right. Well, okay, as long as it's not Mira. It would be our pleasure. I think we should be going now. We'll see you around, Shin. Until next time. I'll be looking forward to it, Ellie. You must have tired yourself out from walking around the city like that. Pastries have been prepared for you in your private quarters. Is that so? That was thoughtful. Very well, I'll let Grandfather know how well you've all taken care of me. He's still young, but you noticed before they left, didn't you? That glimpse of his wisdom and talent? I can't wait to see how useful he will prove to be in the future. Right. Still, was that the safe decision to make? In the unlikely event they had chosen to target Master Shin, you would have been the one held responsible, Master Kao. Had that been the case, it simply would have been part of our shared destiny. However, they know just as well as I do that it's far too early for them to be making their move. Speaking of which, have you learned anything new? Yes, we caught wind of 2 targets that were tailing Master Shin and the others. We're currently observing their movements. Excellent. Please allow them to proceed as they like, but take care that they don't notice us. And do be careful to see that our crimson neighbors don't interfere. Of course. that was eventful. Prevent seal mute. Oh man, guess who's gonna get this one? Your range goes down, but man, you definitely need this. Okay. Let me go back to the Triple S and report that quest, and then we can be on our way. I might buy some more items. I think we need a couple more EP charges and battle scopes, but beyond that... Zeit, you fool! We could have showed him Ellie's room. Alright. Battle scope. Smoke grenades, I have plenty of. Reviving bombs, I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're good there. Now we can look at the required quest, the first of which is we need to go to Tangram Gate. Wrong one. There we go. So I can at least make us go to the fork. And then we can go this way. Randy? Why is Randy the party? I actually dislike the way Randy says that now. I liked it better in the first game. He's too excited now. Yasha! Oh, that's because I took Randy out of the party. Or Wazzy out of I took Wazzy out of the party, that's why. Yeah, it explains it. Wind and fire. Okay. We can actually not open this chest right now because it is level 100 monster. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, good job, Noel. I keep saying Noel, but it's like Noel. 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 Same thing. Arf. I mean, unlike before, we're closer to 100, so pretty much by the time we get to endgame, we'll be able to, again, open up those chests. Oh, Shining Palm! Shit! Oh, that did like nothing. Don't run away, don't run away. Damn it! They usually give really good XP and Sepith if you can get them beat, but the easiest thing to do is just S-break them. But that's not always the case. I'll get our guild sign back up on our building or die trying. I'll be doing the branch manager great service otherwise. Right, this is the boathouse where the fishing guild now exists. What did he say? Oh, I got a turtle. Oh, come on now. I need more rods and types of bait. You fool! Lloyd! Get it! Oh, another turtle. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. You got here quick, Lloyd? As you can see, there's not a whole lot here, but feel free to make yourself at home. We're also selling some stuff, but we got high prices and supplies are scarce. 5,000 mirror for a mini aquarium and deluxe dumplings. Of course we're gonna buy this. So this is where the boathouse is. Interesting. Okay. Back we go. Wind, fire, water. Yeah, I don't think I need to be using that much EP, honestly. Both also happened to be where his wife's true love happened to live, as he discovered on finding the chest that is before his hotel room door this morning rather than hers, a mistake on his part the part of its sender. As he had discovered upon finding the chest before his hotel room door this morning rather than hers, a mistake on the part of its sender. Words are tricky. Ding, ding, ding. I swear, officer, I don't know how that got in there. Someone framed me, and they used mahogany to do it. Yeah, I'm sure. That's what they all say, bud. Nice. Got the kill on the Sepith up too. Jubilee was a stranger insofar that she and Cyril had never met. He did know of her, but only through the whispers of the staff who attended to him. And, as with Genevieve, felt deep sympathy for her. That story is too hard to keep up with. Burn. Don't you dare think about oiling my hinges. Can't you see I'm the squeaker of the chest bell diet? Oh, man. Okay, so not enough. It's enough that... Oh my god. It's enough that some enemies will start to run away from me, but not enough that I can just snipe them down. Here we are, Tangram Gate. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you're stationed before the Triple S, right, Noel? That's right. This gate here is to guard our border with the Republic. Bada? New commanding officer here is Deputy Commander Douglas. Good old Duggo, huh? It's been a long time since I last saw him. Don't forget that we're here for a support request. We should go visit the deputy commander on the second floor. Learn the pattern guard coloring. Alright. There's also a chest out here somewhere. Well, I guess there is. Holy crap! Is that a mother heckin' Gargov reference? What? I know it's referring to JoJo, but like, what? $558, 20% increase, 20-point increase. 589, 20-point increase. 17-point increase for the one move. I can take the detriment to speed. Leave and go to the third floor. Okay. Oh, I should have really saved before this one. There you are. Oh. Reporting for duty, Deputy Commander. Hello, Sergeant Major Seeker. How's your transfer to the Triple S treating you? I'm learning new things every day, sir. I'm glad to hear it. I think the things you learn with them are going to prove most useful to you for you in the future. No, would he happen to be... Where are my manners? I haven't given you a proper introduction yet. I'm Douglas, the recently appointed Deputy Commander of the Crossbow Guardian Force. I've heard all about your group from Commander Balez. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you, sir. He certainly looks the part. You look like you've been holding up pretty well, Duggo. Same to you, Randy. Thanks for your help retaining the guardsmen at Belgard Gate. Oh, and Lloyd, it's good to see you again. You made quite the name for yourself solving that cult incident. It's good to see you, too. I was really surprised when I heard that my old instructor had become the new deputy commander. My memories of being put through the ringer by Douglas the Demon came rushing back to me. Aw, oh, come on, those days are behind me. No sense bringing up that old nickname you cadets gave me. I'm a grown man. It's embarrassing. I must have been a notoriously strict instructor at the police academy to have earned that moniker. Anyway, let's leave the past in the past. I asked you all here today for business, not to catch up. That's right, something about a training exercise? Exactly. The goal of this exercise is for us, the CGF, to beat some common combat sense into you, the Triple S. Think you have what it takes to live through my special training? Wait, the training isn't for the guardsmen, but for us? The guardsmen will gain valuable experience from it too, naturally. I've already hashed it out with the CPD's top brass. On paper, this is an official joint training exercise. So rather than a support request, you're dragging us out here for training drills. Work's working! We're ready to begin whenever you are. It'd be wise for us to prepare beforehand. I'd recommend double-checking our enigmas. We can wait, if you like, or would you rather begin immediately? Let me just prepare. Let me go sleep, just in case they do a thing where it's like, nah man, we're not gonna put you at full health. Do I have enough healing items? I have 9 Terror Bombs, 31 Tear Bombs. Maybe I should cook. If I can. Nice. Make me another periwinkle. How did you burn it? Okay. Just in case. That should be good enough. If it's anything like the last time we did one of these, it's going to be a gauntlet of battles. Now then, let's begin the Douglas Method exercise program. Are both sides ready? The guardsmen and I are prepared. Special sports section is ready. Excellent. As for the rules in the upcoming fight, that Triple S is not allowed to use any arts. Wait a moment. Are we at a major disadvantage being the only ones who can't cast arts? So this is the Douglas method I've heard so much about. Indeed. The training is meant to test how you fight in disadvantaged situations. The purpose is to overcome these disadvantages and be better prepared for the unexpected. I'm starting to understand why they call this man a demon. At least this should spice things up. I suppose we don't have any choice but to comply. No more comments? In that case, everyone, to your positions. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Our opponents are trained guardsmen. We can't use arts. Stay sharp, Triple S. We'll find a way to overcome this challenge. Understood. Begin. Aw, resists asleep. Damn it. Thankfully, they just block it out for you. In Cold Steel, they would keep it open so you could somehow accidentally use it. I'm glad they block it out for you at least. What? Oh no, Lloyd is at a complete disadvantage. He can't do shit. I can do that at least. Yes, shot. I only had 2 turns. It's not like I needed to do it, but whatever. It would have been fine. Oh no. Oh, Lloyd! Lloyd is taking the beating today. Just run, Lloyd. Just run. It's not worth it. Enough! Not bad. Even without arts, you guys are pretty tough. We managed to survive that one. I've run into situations in the past where I've run out of EP in the middle of battle, but not being able to use arts from the start is a true challenge. I wonder if this is how the liberals felt during the orbital shutdown phenomenon a little over a year ago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Thankfully, we had an item that let us use arts if we had it on, but oh yeah. You've managed to clear stage 1 of the Douglas method. In stage 2, you will fight without using crafts. Are you telling me there's more? But now we can't even use crafts? I'm sure you'll figure something out. Better yet, this is another opportunity to gain valuable experience. This is going a little far, Deputy Commander. Alright, Guardsmen, up and at 'em. Both squads prepare for battle. Yes, sir. Not being able to use crafts is going to be rough. We can use arts to our advantage this time. Let's combine them with our regular attacks and pull through. Good thinking. Begin! I mean, they're the same enemies, so it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Take you guys out first. Ah! Everyone's doing fine on HP then. Took you long enough, Ellie. One down. Oh no! Oh no! There they go. Well, yeah. Team rush for the final one. Oh, this poor guy, he tried. Enough! Oh, are they for real? How are they this strong? Whew! That was just as hard as I imagined it to be. You're right, it's made me appreciate just how important crafts are to our usual strategy. The important part is we got through it in one piece. How was that, you hard ass? You've grown into quite the fighter, haven't you, Orlando? If that's the case, then there should be no problem with us moving on to stage 3 of the Douglas method. On your feet, guardsmen! Get into final training positions! Sir, yes, sir! He doesn't mean... Are you about to find out how you got that nickname? Douglas the Demon. If he really is the CGF's strongest guardsman, then we're in for a heck of a fight. Be careful, everyone. We can't afford to let our guards down for even an instant. You've really grown into your leadership role, haven't you, Lloyd? I like that. Let's see if you can handle the Triple S at the end of this training exercise. Use everything at your disposal to bring me to my knees, if you can, that is. Now you're making me speak my language. Here we come! Oh, really? Oh my god. Of course I don't have EP. The reason why I didn't do Ellie was just in case, for the sake, and just to more so train myself, just in case stuff goes south. We want Ellie to be able to heal on a dime's notice with Aura Rain. Spirit Breaker. Also, I think Randy's Crash Bomb upgraded, which is nice. We did it! It's impossible. Even the Deputy Commander couldn't beat them? Not bad. The heck? Looks like we barely made a dent in them. You're as tough as ever, Duggo. I wouldn't be so sure. I'll be feeling it tomorrow. For as long as I can remember, my stamina's been the only thing I have going for me. How modest of you. Too modest, Deputy Commander. Seriously. Regardless, you've officially completed your training. Guardsmen, return to your posts. Yes, sir. Good work, Triple S. Standing out here won't do. Let's return to my office to continue our conversation. Right. Thank you again for agreeing to our training exercise. I think the Guardsmen gained a lot of valuable experience today. It was a pleasure, Deputy Commander. The Triple S learned a lot too. Damn, Duggo, you're as tough as ever. That took me back to the beatdown you gave me during my first training exercise. You've grown up since those days. You've even mastered the stun halberd tricks I taught you. Sure have, and now they've been incorporated into the Randy School of Hard Knocks. So, Douglas was the one who taught you how to use the stun halberd. You must owe him a lot, Randy. Orlando here refused to train with a rifle, so we focused on the halberd instead. It paid off. He was able to make a name for himself as Bellegarde with just a stun halberd. The old commander didn't take too kindly to that, though, and despised him for not using a rifle like he was told. Rules and I have never mixed well, you know? Luckily, the Triple S is way more my vibe, so the transfer worked out. For better or worse, we had the Deputy Commander here to thank you for you eventually becoming a part of the Triple S. The old Commander also screwed you over by shipping you off to the police academy. No wonder you and Randy see eye to eye. That's why he was there until the former commander was relieved of his duties following the cult incident. But even back then, Deputy Commander Douglas was still respected and trusted within the Guardian Force. If anything, I was probably an eyesore back then. After I was moved to the police academy, I focused on nurturing talented young people who could reform our corrupt organization. In retrospect, maybe everything turned out for the best. I was able to make an impact on future guardsmen and police officers before they could be tainted by the system. Fair, but I still think you were way too strict back then. You even made Francis cry a few times. I nearly forgot about that. Wouldn't you say it was worth it in the end? Well, lots happened since those days, one way or another. And one way or another, I'm back with the CGF. That makes us colleagues working together to protect the future of Crossbell State. Indeed it does. We'll have to work well together for its sake. The Triple S still has much to learn, but I hope we can make for good allies. There's no need to be modest. You'll all have plenty of strength. You're doing a great job in making old Sergei's crazy idea pay off, I would say. Old Sergei? You met our chief? Met him? A little more than that. I owe a lot to him and Sonia for all the help they've given me. The least I could do was help them set up before they got married. Married? Commander Ballas and Chief Sergei are married? You don't say. Whoa, you can't just drop a bombshell like that out of nowhere. Did they never tell you? And again, it has been about 5 years since the divorce. Those were busy times. Sergei got demoted around the same time Sonia moved up. Now I'm starting to get it. They hit the kind of rough patch only 2 married professionals can have. Commander Ballas was... I had no idea. Oh, it was got a weird vibe when they were around each other. Guess that answers that question. Where do you all get it together and act a little more professional? I can't blame them. I'm a little curious too. Maybe I should have let that one slip. You all didn't hear that from me, okay? In any case, thank you for your help today. I'll put another request if I think for any more ways we can collaborate. Sure, we'll be looking forward to it. They were married! Stuff sort of makes sense now. Yeah, Crash Bomb 2 blind 100%. Yeah! I think it just gets more range. Spirit Breaker has a 15% chance to lower someone's ADEF by 25%. Which is actually pretty good. But more than that, I think, yeah, it'll give me some more... Really? 1, 2... Terral and Cobalt Sphere. I may lose 400 HP, but I gain 4 water something. Hang on. Ice Hammer's at... Oh, 5-2. Blue Jump is at 3-1. 7-2 is Hydra Cannon. Diamond Dust is 9. 5-2, but I have 5. What do I not? I don't have 2 Earth on her? No, of course not. I have nothing Earth on me. But yeah, I mean, I have Terral and Cobalt Sphere, which is nice. I don't know if I'm ever going to be using Cobalt Sphere. What is it? Debilitate area mute 100% and A defense minus 25%. Maybe. Maybe. It's 60 EP though. We'll have to play around with that. But Terral is nice. Hi there. You can come back with us. The boss is going to be here in all about 3 seconds. Or not. Wing quartz. Yeah. Hang on now. Wing. Where is it? Oh, it's a Master Quartz. Prevents all elements and stat down. Oh, but my ATS takes a huge hit. I mean, this one, yeah, I mean, ATS takes a huge hit. Nah. I need Pixie right now. Alright, one more big quest. And this time back to Ursula by road. So we can make our way over to the college. I think I pretty much got everything up until where Stargazer's tower is. Do you seriously want to find me? I'll entertain you. Oh! She only has 8 HP! Yeah, no duds at overkill. That was 1,045 damage overkill right there. What else would it be? The problem with using something like Cobalt Spear, I wish there was one for defense. There probably is. I just haven't read about it, or I haven't been blind. But not everybody uses arts. Not every enemy uses arts, and most times bosses themselves are actually immune to stat debilitations like that. So it ends up being a little less worth it to do stuff like that. If it was at least sealed, then that makes sense, because then you could trivialize most encounters, like with Lloyd's braving Brave Smash, being able to, you know. Oh! But mute is a tricky one. I guess arguably it probably would help near endgame when people start spamming arts, but not so much. Now, Ellie's Spirit Breaker ends up being a good quartz for her. Because if we can lower someone's A defense, then Noel, Lloyd, anyone really, can act upon that. The Zimurian metric system has a few obscure measurements that don't get talked about often. For example, salt is measured in grams. Well, that's a clever one, actually. A hand holding an orbital gun peeks out from inside the chest. The other king sends his regards. Oh, what is that a reference to? I can't remember what that's a reference to. Some mafia thing. Whoppers. So I'm usually all down for stat buffs and stat debilitations, but it seems like for the most part, buffing oneself up usually ends up being the right way to go about it within Trails. Unless you for sure know. I mean, if you can, you know, if you have something like poison, like the poison quartz or anything like that, then definitely do it, but like even in Cold Steel too, right? Like there weren't that many times that we really used buffs or debuffs, I mean, on enemies. We just used whatever the heck my weapons and quartz did for me. You know, but we use like Green's Motivate, Eustace's Noble Order a lot, and stuff like that, like those crafts. But I don't recall ever actually, you know, buffing myself up. I tried using Fortuna a few times. But like, Elisa had a craft that granted insight, so it's like, why would I use the insight quartz to buff my evasion when I had a craft that does that for me, and that to an AoE. Insight was a weird one in that it only worked for one person. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to use that now, are I? And then, of course, we had Master Quartz owned. Yeah, that also changes up how people start stuff with battles. You know, so here we have people coming in with strength higher, defense higher, speed higher, so it's like, okay, cool. I don't need to do a full-on buff to everybody because they're already coming in buffed. But it's a tricky thing. I mean, you can really play the game however you want to. You know, who am I to tell you how you play Trails? But I mean, I personally encourage people to keep more attention. He breathed deeply, 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 and let a whine while running his raised hand through his hair. He knew what he had to do, and if he had to be a villain, he may as well have been a sympathetic one. You know, I recommend that if you pick up this game ever, do a better job than I do of taking care of status effects. You know, if you got Seal, take care of it. If you got Poison, take care of it. If you got Petrified, definitely take care of it. I usually let them last, just because I don't want to take a turn out to heal that, but also they don't last that long anyway. And I think it adds a little bit of flavor to the fight anyway, like that I'm not just instantaneously healing them. Now I know I definitely use Rikuria and mass Rikurias back in Cold Steel, so I can't say I was totally against it, but yeah, for bosses I think it helps to let them run if they can. Just adds a little bit more flavor text. But again, play the game however you enjoy playing the game. Fire, Earth, Death. Oh. It's tricky too. I think the trickiest thing about it is in the beginning of the game, you don't really need to put that much thought into it as you do near endgame. Like right now, I don't need to use arts for every single fight. There are some fights that I can most of the fights that right now I'm doing, I can just walk right through them. I mean, I am playing on normal, but I can walk right through them with just physical attacks and perfectly fine. I use the occasional art if I really, really need to, just for someone who has high physical defense. A bracer, an Erebonian, and a member of the CPD walk into a bar. Shortly thereafter, they're admitted to St. Ursula with mild concussions. Oh. They be fighting. 180 explodes and defeats. Like in this case, right? Probably a good idea to just, use some arts. Even though everyone still got damaged, but that's why I like using S-Grenade and Crash Bomb. Actual debilitations like those, I think, make a whole lot more sense than doing stat downs. But this one gets all of them. Let's go. Luck. I was once Tower Gazer's chest, but what? Tower Gazer's chest, but the new diet and mare had me renovated. Now an upscale apartment for monster swarms. What did I just get? I got a thingy. 8 fiends of Dunslade. Nice. Defeated 16 enemies in a single battle. When in the heck are there 16 enemies? 50 times burst. Created the strongest weapon. Able to use all 7 master arts. Oh man. Oh man. 120. With a tactical bonus of 4.0 or more. How do you even do that? Activate burst 50 times? Well, shit. I'm not doing well on that one. There's a fishing spot here, yeah? What's on the bridge? There's a dude over there. What's up, dude? What's your requirement? Yes? Genevieve heard a knock at the door. I pronounce the name different every time. She had been sitting upright at the edge of her bed, fully dressed in modest wear from head to toe, with her veiled hat set next to her as she read a book. Sharkman. The most prevalent game fish. Well, can I still fish? Oh, no, that's right. You take my fishing spot until I beat you. So be it. Okay, welcome back to St. Ursula's College. It's been a while. The last time we were here, it was overrun by mafia members.
お久しぶりっす、セシルさん。
本当に久しぶりですね。私とは教団事件で病院が襲撃された時にお会いして以来でしたっけ？そうだったわね。
へえ、この人が噂のお姉さんかい？そういうことになるかな。僕はワジヘミスフィア。今後ともよろしくお願いするよ。
よろしくね。それじゃあ私の方も改めて自己紹介させてもらおうかしら。このウルスラ病院に勤める看護師のセシル・ノイエスです。私の可愛い弟のロイドをどうかよろしくお願いしますね。
セシルねってば、厳密には兄弟じゃないだろ。 子供の頃から何かとお世話になっている人なんだ。
もうロイドったら照れちゃって。
照れてるわけじゃないって。
それにしてもワジ君もノエルさんもとっても美人よね。ロイド、そろそろお付き合いする相手は誰か決まったのかしら。
All right, Cecile thinks. Oh yeah, Cecile also thinks Lloyd swings that way. I mean, Wazzy is a pretty good candidate, Lloyd.
お付き合い？
セシルね、前にも言ったけど支援家はそういうのじゃないから。
Okay, but hang on. Everybody in the party right now is single.
そうよね。私としたことが配慮が足りなかったわ。
So by that retrospect, she's not wrong.
今この場にティオちゃんがいないのにそういう話をするのも不公平よね。
Even her.
ティオちゃんが帰ってきてからゆっくりとパートナーを選んで。
だからなんでそうなるんだよ。
なんだかセシルさんを見ると安心するわね。
おお、天然ぶりも健在みたいだしな。
突っ込む側の身にもなってくれ。
それにしてもそんなに長い間離れていないのにちょうど私も休憩時間なの。よかったら一緒にお茶でもどうかしら。
それじゃあせっかくだしみんなお言葉に甘えさせてもらおうか。
はい、ご一緒させていただきます。
Aw, Lloyd is sitting with Noel this time
ティ
instead
オ
of
ちゃんは
Ellie.
もう少しの間帰ってこられないのね。
ああ、いろいろと忙しいみたいでさ。
I see how it is. I see how my bonding points are playing out right now. Noel's in the lead, huh?
きっと今頃レマン自治州で頑張ってるんじゃないかな。
そっか。それじゃあ会えるのが楽しみね。帰ってきたらいろいろと土産話を聞かせてもらわないと。
そうだね。ティオもきっとセシル姉に会えたら喜ぶと思うよ。なんだよ二人とも。
いや、噂には聞いてましたけど本当に仲がいいんですね。
なかなか間に入れなくてちょっと焼けるね。あのな。
こいつはこれだからよ。普通こんなお姉さんと子供の頃から知り合いってだけでもとんだらき野郎だっつうのに。
ほんとその通りよね。それを当然だと思ってたらいつか罰が当たるわよ。
It makes it even better because in the last game, what Lloyd did with Ellie, so she's just like, don't forget, you little scumbag.
意味わかんないから。
We almost kissed Lloyd. Remember?
そういえばつい話し込んじゃったけど今日は何の用で病院に来たんだったかしら。
そうだった。実はセイランド教授っていう人から支援課に依頼が来てたんだ。
確か薬学神経科の公認の方が来られたんでしたね。ええ、そうなの。ヨアヒム先生が得体の知れない薬を作っていたことが公表されて病院は一時騒然としていたわ。教授たちはしばらく仕事の傍らアフターケアに奔走していたけど最近になってようやく患者さんの信頼を取り戻せてきたの。
そりゃあ大変だったっすね。
おかげさまでなんとかなったわね。あの事件の傷跡も癒えてきてようやくウルスラ病院は新しい一歩を踏み出したわ。その一環として新しくレミフェリアから呼ばれたのがセイランド教授なの。あの有名な医療機器メーカーセイランド社の関係者ですね。
I wonder if we'll ever get to go to Rifaria. Maybe CS3 and CS4, but we have yet to actually go visit that place, but they talk about it a lot. I mean, they talk about Calvard a lot, but Kuro no Kisaki is when we're visiting Calvard for the first time, you know, like in actuality for a game.
ええ、創業者の親戚筋にあたるはずよ。女性の方なんだけど、雰囲気が凛としていて、とってもかっこいいんだから。
おお、ジョイ先生っすか。こりゃ期待大だぜ。
雰囲気はともかく、なるほど。今度は身元もバッチリ保証されてるわけだね。
うん。教授というからには腕も確かなのかな。
レミフェリアでも有名な薬学神経科の研究者みたい。ついこの間も重い病気で入院していたミハイル君の手術を見事に成功させたのよ。今はしずくちゃんの手術に向けて準備を進めているのよね。しずくちゃんの？
そうか、確かにすごい先生みたいだね。そのセイランド教授だけど、今どこにいるかわかるかな？
ええ、大抵研究棟の研究室にこもってるわ。受付でサラさんに言えば取り継いでもらえると思う。せっかくだからそこまで一緒に行きましょう。
ああ、助かるよ。
はいはい、そうです。それではよろしくお願いします。セイランド教授にも確認が取れました。すぐに研究棟の部屋に来るようにとのことです。
ありがとうセラさん。
助かります。
それじゃあみんな休憩もそろそろ終わるし、私はこれで失礼するわね。
ああ、いろいろありがとう。
お世話になりました。それじゃあこれからもいろいろと大変だと思うけど。
ああ、そっちもね。
常々憎たらしいやつだな、お前は。頑張ってね、ロイド。だってよ。
別にハートマークはついてなかっただろう。
そんなことを言って少し残念なんじゃないのかい？噂の熱いハグも今回は見られなかったみたいだし。
I feel like Lloyd now regrets having Wazzy part of the team. We have Randy and Wazzy to pick on him.
ああ、そういえば。そんなことを？
なあ、もういいからさっさと教授のところに行こう。研究棟は病院の屋上から。
やれやれ、勢いでごまかしちまってま。
これだからからかいがいがあるよね。
Yes.
聞こえてるぞそこ。
I heard that. But we're not going yet. We have things to do. First things first, we can buy stuff. A decoration for Kia's room. And if we go upstairs, take one of these rooms. Maybe upstairs one more? I see ya. Braised stew. Okay, then there's one more thing we can do here. Everyone's favorite little thing to do. Fishing.
ここなら釣れそうだな。
To fill my prescription for fishing.
それ。しまった。それ。まあこんなもんか
A
な。
turtle?
それ。まずかな。
Eel.
それ。
How are we catching turtles? Like, that's probably not a fish we should be catching. Caught 3 turtles. Oh my god. Species caught 15. We are halfway there. And that's the biggest thing I've caught, is the adamant turtle. We should get together sometime and have a little bit of fun. Oh, with pleasure. With pleasure. Just you say the time and place, and they'll be there. Are you telling me Randy has actually been on a date with multiple nurses? I mean, a group date with everyone? So Randy has got it down. Gotta give him more credit then. Silly Randy.
Hmm. ようやく来たようだな。予想していた時刻より約2分オーバーだが。
I'm sorry.
と言って良さそうだ。
I was fishing.
なんだかおっかなそうだな。
まあとりあえずこっちに来てくれ。この距離では話がしにくいのでな。
そうですね。
あなたがセイランド教授ですね。グノーシスの成分の分析結果が出たとのことでしたが。
悪いが、その前に頼みたいことがあるのだ。君たちにはまずそちらを先に片付けてもらいたいのだが。
依頼に出されていた件だね。グノーシスの分析結果を渡してもらってからではダメなのかな。
今回の分析結果にも関わるから先に片付けておきたいのだ。というのもグノーシスの被害に遭った患者たちに関係あることでな。
なるほど、そうでしたか。
わかりました。先にそちらを渡らせていただきます。依頼内容をお聞かせ願えますか。
君たちに頼みたいのは問診票の回収だ。例の教団事件の後、病院はグノーシス被害者のアフターケアに力を注いだ。ほとんどの患者の処置は一通り終わったのだが、最後に書いてもらった問診票を何名かの患者が提出していなくてな。
Oh boy, it's fetch quest time.
なるほど。確かに分析結果にも関わりそうですね。
迅速にお願いしたい。問診票が返ってきてない患者たちは3名だ。まずクロスベル市旧市街に住む少年、
Okay.
次に劇団アルカンシェルのアーティストニコル、
Okay.
そしてクロスベル警備隊ベルガード門勤務の隊員クレス。
That's so far away.
以上の患者に事情を話し、問診票を回収してきてほしい。
なるほど、知った名前ばかりみたいだな。旧市街とアルカンシェルの2人は街で探せばすぐ見つかるだろう。 クレス先輩も多分ベルガード門の食堂で飯でも食ってるところだろうし。
ああ、早速行ってみるとしよ
う。ではよろしく頼んだぞ。回収が終わったらもう一度ここに報告に来てくれたまえ。その時グノーシスの分析結果について改めて話をさせてもらうとしよう。
Okay, well, here we go. Time to fetch some service. Why is that the thing? Like, why do we need... Why do we gotta, you know... exit the medical ward that way? Ah, well, whatever. Here's how we're gonna do this. Boss? Downtown, Mr. Dino. That's cute. Rias is so good.
あ、お前ら。それにそこにいるのは。あっち行け、この野郎。やれやれ。どうにも嫌われているね。
気持ちはわかるけど、ちょっと話をさせてくれ。
問診票ってウルスラ病院に通ってた頃に渡されたあれか。
なんだ、忘れてたわけじゃないのか。
薬の影響なんかもう全然残ってないんだ。それなのにわざわざ病院に行くなんてかったるいしな。
ディーノ君、自己判断は良くないわ。万が一にも症状が残ってたらバイパーのみんなにも迷惑をかけてしまうかもしれないし。
確かにそうだけど。ああ、もう分かったよ。ちょっとそこで待っててくれ。どっかにしまってたから急いで帰って持ってくる。
なんとか回収できそうですね。
ああ、少し待ってるとするか。
ほら、これでいいんだろ。
ああ、確かに受け取ったよ。
ありがとう、ディーノ君。
俺を言われる筋合いなんか。ほら、さっさとワジを連れてどっかに行っちまえ。
わかったから。
邪魔したね。
Okay.
行く行く
また行きます。
行くぞ。
Not you. Well, backstage right.
Oh, 君たちは。
こんにちは、ニコルさん。ちょっとお尋ねしたいんですが。
ああ、あの問診票か。最近練習が楽しくて持っていくのをすっかり忘れちゃってたよ。ちょっと待っててくれ。持ってくるからさ。はい、これのことだろ。
はい、確かに。
その様子だと薬の影響もほとんど残ってないみたいですね。
ああ、ちゃんと治療してもらったしね。今思えばなんであんな薬なんかに手を出しちゃったんだろう。確かにあの時は自分の才能のなさに腐ってたりしたけどさ。
そういう心の隙間に狡猾につけ込んでくるのが薬ってやつさ。
ま、それが自覚できたってことはもう何も心配はなさそうだな。
ああ、これからはアルカンシェルのために一層精進していくつもりさ。
舞台楽しみにしてますね。
I mean, I can't entirely blame Nikolai. He's got Ilya Potier and Troop, and Rishia came in out of nowhere and, you know, basically was really good at what she did.
あ、乗りますか？
よし、やるか。
No. Eh? No. Eh. ZCF, 6 cell ZCF. Oh man. That's the way to roll.
目的地を選んでください。お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Okay, Cress is in the cafeteria here. You.
いやクレス先輩。
ランディ、リハビリ訓練は終わったってのに何しに来たんだ？
実は
問診票。ああ、すっかり忘れてたぜ。ちょっと待ってくれ。確かここに。ほい、これだろ。
はい、確かに。
いやー、悪いね。わざわざ取りに来てもらっちゃってさ。最近幸せすぎてすっかり忘れちゃっててな。
幸せって？
そう、つまり俺とステラちゃんのラブラブな。
よーしロイド、そろそろ行くとするか。
目的も済んだことだしね。
Oh, poor guy.
長くなりそうだし。
おいこら、聞いてくれないのかよ。
No, we're busy.
すみません。
これで全ての問診票を回収し終わったな。早速セイランド教授に届けに行くとしよう。
あ、乗りますか？どこに行きますか？
And then we go all the way to Ursula, which is right over here.
お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Is there like an elevator I could take?
予想時刻より約5分オーバーだが
I knew I should have taken the bus. There was traffic on the
まあ
road.
及第点だな。
やっぱりおっかね。
問診票の回収が終わりました。こちらです。
何か問題がありましたか？
いや、逆だ。問診票を見た限りでは後遺症などもないようだ。これでひとまずグノーシス服用者全員の治療が完了したことになる。ご苦労だったな。
そうですか。
よかったですね。
なかなか手間だったけどお役に立てて光栄だね。
では早速だがグノーシスの分析結果を君たちに報告しよう。少々付き合ってもらおうか。
はい、お願いします。
Let's hear it.
グノーシスを徹底的に分析した結果、まず第一にグノーシスには脳のリミッターを強制的に外す効果があることが分かった。
脳のリミッターというと？
そもそも人間というものは本来持っている身体能力の半分も使えないとされている。体への負担を減らすため脳が引き出せる能力に無意識の制限をかけるからだ。このリミッターを意図的に解除することがもし可能なら、理論上その個人が持つ限界までの能力を発揮できるようになるはずだ。
I wonder if something like this is possible in real life. Like, it's not like there's that conspiracy theory that we only use like 10% of our brains, but like that's actually false. We just use as much as we need to given what we're in right at that moment, but it's not like, you know, like we never need to use 100% of the brain at any given point in time. But I almost wonder, like, if do we have brain limiters of sorts?
つまりグノーシスとは単に筋力を強化する薬ではなく、普段は使われていない潜在能力を強引に引き出す薬というわけだね。
その通り。 無論無意識にかかっていたリミッターを外せば体への負担は相当なものだがな。
確かに教団事件の後、警備隊の奴らは相当疲弊してたみたいだからな。しばらくは指一本動かすのもきついありさまだったようだし、みっちりリハビリ訓練をやったおかげでようやく勘を取り戻せたみてえだが。
はい、そうみたいですね。勘といえば、高まった月と勘を頼りにギャンブルで連勝していた人もいましたね。それと同時に性格や言動が表変したようでしたが、それらもグノーシスが脳のリミッターを外しているからで説明がつくのでしょうか。
うん、そう考えていい。この薬には五感の働きを飛躍的に高める作用も確認されているからな。副作用として神経質になり情緒不安定な状態になることも分かっている。それが凶暴な性格への変化につながるのだろ
う。なるほど。
確かに一通り説明がつきそうですね。
だがあくまで生化学的に説明できるのはここまでだ。いくつかの効能については非科学的としか言いようがない。具体的には先ほども話に出た月を呼び込むという効能、そして君たちも何度か目撃したというデモナイズという肉体変異現象だ。
確かに
そいつがあったか。
魔人化を引き起こすのは赤いタイプのグノーシス。やはり青いタイプのものとは異なる成分だったわけですか。
それなんだが、実は青いタイプのグノーシスも赤いタイプのグノーシスも成分的には何ら変わりはない。少なくとも生化学的にはな。
That's so.
そうなんですか。
ああ、あの色の違いは生成時の処理の差によるものだ。主成分に何ら違いはないし、分子構造もほぼ一致している。にもかかわらず赤いタイプは肉体変異などという説明不可能な現象を引き起こしている。正直魔人化というのが君たちが恐怖のあまり見た幻覚と考えるのが一番しっくりくるくらいだ。
But I don't know about that one.
アーネスト秘書の魔人化は私も目撃していますし。
分かっている。だからここまでが限界なんだ。グノーシスという薬物の正体を生化学という分野からのみで解き明かすというアプローチではな。
なるほど。最先端の近代医療の担い手にしては随分殊勝な意見だね。
近代医療は万能ではないさ。こと心と魂の問題についてはな。そしてグノーシスはおそらくそれらと肉体を共鳴させるような何らかの働きを秘めているんだろう。多分ヨアヒムもグノーシスの全貌はつかめていなかったに違いあるまい。教団に伝わっていた秘技をもとに試行錯誤しながら完成させ量産化に成功しただけのはずだ。
確かにそのようなことを本人も認めていたような。
ああ、各地で行われた儀式のデータをもとに試行錯誤しながら完成させたと言っていた。
やはりそうか。奴は有能で熱意もあったが天才というほどずば抜けた発想の持ち主ではなかった。それが悪い方に出てしまったか。
ひょっとして
あのヨアヒムと個人的な知り合いだったりするんすか。
ああ、奴がレミフェリアの医科大学で学んでいた頃の同輩さ。卒業してからは会っていなかったがたまに最新の研究成果などについて手紙でやり取りはしていた。だがまさかこのような形で医の技術を悪用し 自らの身まで滅ぼすことになるとは。
教授、お察しします。
いや、せんないことを言った。いずれにせよ私から報告できるのはここまでだ。グノーシスの真相に迫るには別のアプローチが必要になるだろう。これは完全に私の勘だが、グノーシスの原料であるというプレロマスをなる植物の特質が鍵になるのではないかと思う。
プレロマソ。
教団のデータベースに記されていた名前ですね。
しかし結局どんな植物でどこから手に入れていたのかも分かってねえんだよな。
ああ、私も知り合いの植物学者などに当たってみたが該当するものは見つからなかった。教団にのみ伝わっていた新種か、それともいずれにせよ薬の効能を考えるとその植物もありえない性質を持っているのではないかと推測できる。
ありえない性質ですか？
なんだかオカルティックで面白くなってきたじゃないか。セイランド教授、どうもありがとうございました。おかげで今まで漠然としていたことがある程度整理できた気がします。
そうか、ならばよかった。グノーシスの成分調査についてはこちらでは一旦打ち切るが、また何か分かったことがあれば遠慮なく尋ねてくるがいい。あくまで医者の立場からでよければ意見くらいは言わせてもらおう。
なんかいろいろ分かったような、謎が増えたような気分だぜ。
なんだか歯がゆいですね。ええ、ヨアヒム先生が亡くなった今、あまりに手がかりが少なすぎる。せめて教団のデータベースの解析が進めば何かわかるかもしれないけど。
ま、そのあたりは今後の課題ってやつかな。ああ、俺たちの方でもとりあえず今回の依頼はこれで達成だ。帰りにセシル姉のところに寄ってもいいかもしれないね。
お、そうすっか。
Oh boy. So there's a lot of things we still need to learn about the drug. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I don't really have much to say about it, really. But it's interesting that something about the plant that was used to create Gnosis, even though the blue and the red pills were the same, something about the grass changed at some point. Hello again, everyone. Are you on your way back from finishing Dr. Saylan's request? Yeah, that's right. Take another break, Cecile? You could say that. I'm on night shift tonight, so I'm getting some things in order before heading back to the main building. I was thinking of bringing back some of my favorite black tea to help keep me awake. You must have a long night ahead of you. I trust you, but don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? I know. Give me some credit, Lloyd. I'm tougher than I look. Maybe a little bit of guy's tenacity rubbed off on me for all those years. Now that you mention it, I couldn't help but notice you were looking at that photo when we walked in. I take it that's a photo of the man himself? It is. Would you like to take a closer look? If memory serves me, this was taken 3 years ago in front of the CPD. The man on the right is my older brother, Guy Bannings. So this is what he was like. He seems like a really straightforward kind of person from this photo. Maybe that's where Lloyd got it. Damn, Cecily was just as beautiful then as she is today. Why couldn't I have grown up with such a gorgeous woman to look up to? Ah, have some dignity, Randy. Though, looking at the two of you together like this, you look like the perfect couple. Why, thank you. I think that's the best compliment you could have given us. Let's not overlook that cute third wheel of a little brother in the middle. I don't think your baby face has changed one bit. It's like looking into a crystal ball to the past. We're seeing the small beginnings of the charms that turned Lloyd into a modern-day lady killer. Excuse me? He's not wrong. If he's had this charm for at least 3 years, he would have been able to find some self-awareness by now, too. What did I do to deserve this? Still, a lot has changed in the few years since his photo was taken. At least that's how I feel about the world around me. Maybe I'm the one who's been stuck in the past since Guy's death. Cecil, listen to me. It may be a while longer, but I want you to keep waiting. I haven't forgotten, and I've never given up. I swear, one day, I'm going to find the truth behind my brother's death. And he's not alone. The Triple S is Guy's legacy. It's a goal for all of us. Thank you, everyone. Don't feel as though you have to accomplish the impossible. Guy may not be here, but I still have people I love. All I want is for us to continue living peacefully. So if you ever do anything that has you come through our doors on a stretcher, I'm going to have Dr. Salem serve you the bitterest medicine you've ever tasted. Well, if she makes it, I'm sure it would work at the very least. If she wanted to, she could probably concoct something as bitter as possible without sacrificing the potency. Point taken. We'll be careful. Alright, let's head back to Crossbell. And then we're good to go for today's session. Oh yeah?
おっと。
他の部署からの連絡かしら。
はい。特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
私よ。誰だかわかるかしら。
ミシェルさん、どうしたんですか？
一発でわかるなんてなかなか冴えてるじゃない。それとも愛のなせる技かしら。
いえ、ミシェルさん以外に該当者が思いつかなかっただけで。ひょっとしてそちらに伺ってるキアのことですか？
あ、それなんだけど、あの子しずくちゃんを連れて港湾区に遊びに行っちゃったわ。サイトだったかしら。あの警察犬が一緒だったから大丈夫だとは思うんだけど。
ああ、サイトが一緒なら何の心配もいらないと思います。
あら、やっぱり話は聞いていたけど、彼すっごく貫禄があるわね。さすが伝説の神童と言われてるだけはあるじゃない。
At this point, probably.
さすがに伝説の狼とは別物だとは思いますけど。わざわざそのことを知らせてくれたんですか？
こちらが問題なんだけど、実はアリオスがあなたたちと情報交換がしたいらしいのよ。夕方くらいに戻ってくるんだけど、なんとか時間が取れないかしら。
夕方ですか？それだったら大丈夫かと。情報交換ということはやはり通商会議についてですか？
それもあるけど、ヘイユエと赤い星座に関してね。
わかりました。一通り用事を済ませたらそちらに伺います。
ねえ、待ってるわ。
遊撃士協会のミシェルさんからみたいね。
何かあったのかよ。
いや、情報交換の申し出さ。
ヘイユエと赤い星座か。確かにアリオスのおっさんなら自治州外の情報にも詳しそうだな。
渡りに船かもしれないね。それじゃあ今からクロスベル市に戻るのかい？
いや、アリオスさんが戻ってくるのは夕方らしい。それまではこちらの用事を済ませていても大丈夫だろう。
赤い星座の情報は一通り集められたけど、せっかく車があるからまだいろいろ回っても良さそうね。それでは用事を済ませたら東通りのギルドに行きましょう。
What are we asking about? No, we're good. We can just go back home.
目的地を選んでください。お安いご用です。はい、到着しました。
Report.
はい、それではさすが皆さんです。
All good.
あら、よく来たわね。まだ アリオスは戻ってないけど、よかったら2階で待っている？なんだったら用事を済ませてから来てくれてもいいけど。
そうなんですか。そろそろ夕方だし。
We're good.
それじゃあ2階に上がって適当にくつろいでてちょうだい。お茶とコーヒーの用意があるから勝手に入れちゃっていいわよ。
わかりました。
それではお邪魔します。
The Triple S then exchange information regarding the trade conference, Heiyu and the Red Constellation.
なるほどな。クリムゾン商会というのにそんな裏があったとは。
最近帝都方面の情報が入りにくくなってたものね。ありがとう。おかげで助かったわ。
いえ、お役に立てたら幸いです。しかし赤い星座の情報はそっちの方でも掴んでないわけ。ギルドって両兵団と小競り合いをすることが多いって聞くけど。
確かに多いが、赤い星座クラスの大物と事を構える機会はめったにない。下手をすればお互い全面戦争になりかねないからな。
そこまでちょっとした小国の軍隊レベルみたいですね。
数ある両兵団の中でも赤い星座は別格と言えるわね。大陸全土にコネクションを持ち、紛争の兆しあらば即座に介入して自分たちを同じ両兵団で匹敵しそうなのは西風の旅団くらいかしら。
確かルバーチェの若頭の古巣だった場所だったっけ。
あっちもあっちで歴戦の猛者どもが集まる両兵団だ。特に両兵王と呼ばれたトップは化け物みたいなやつだったな。半年前に東進、俺の親父と相打ちになったらしい。
ランディ、
いろいろあるみたいだな。
一応その情報についてはギルドの方でも把握しているわ。ちなみに現在西風の旅団は活動を休止しているそうだけど、赤い星座の方は相変わらず精力的に活動しているみたいね。
おじきが残っているからな。赤い星座の副団長オーガロッソ、シグムント、東進と両兵王に匹敵するほどの化け物だ。その3人は特に有名だろう。話を聞く限りでは俺ですら太刀打ちできるかどうか。
そんな。
風の牽制が太刀打ちできない。
私の見る限りじゃ五分五分くらいかしら。剣士と両兵じゃ戦闘スタイルも得意とする間合いも違ってくるし。
だな。あんたは確かに強いが、おじきも正真正銘の化け物だ。やり合えばお互いただじゃ済まねえだろ。ああ、分かった。だが必要とあらば敵対することもあり得るだろう。問題は彼らが何の目的でクロスベル入りをしたかだが。
Is Arios raising his own death flag?
結局そこですよね。
これだけ情報を集めてもそこがわからないんじゃねえ。手がかりは帝国政府が絡んでいるってことくらい。
それなんだけど一つ気になる情報があるのよ。共和国方面でアリオスが掴んできてくれたんだけど。
どんな情報ですか？
ああ、ヘイユエについてだ。どうやら現在共和国政府がヘイユエの長老たちと何かの取引を行っているらしい。
Oh, fantastic.
本当ですか？
ヘイユへの長老というとシンくんのおじい様もそうね。
それでね、もう一つのポイントなんだけど、その取引を主導したのがキリカ・ローランって女性なの。
Really?
それってまさかあのキリカさん？
へえ、オークションの時に見かけた黒髪のお姉さんか。
実は彼女は遊撃士協会ともリベールのツァイス支部で受付をしていた経験もある。だが1年ほど前に引退しカルバードの情報機関に移籍した。その情報機関の名前を。
そうだったんですか。
ロックスミス、共和国の大統領の名前ですね。大 大統領主導で新たな情報機関が設立された話は聞きましたが、ちょっと待ってください。赤い星座とヘイユエは以前構想しているんですよね。その2つに2大国の諜報関係者がそれぞれ接触しているということは。
見事な対立構図が出来上がりつつあるというわけだ。
まさかクロスベルの地で帝国と共和国の代理戦争を。
当然その可能性も考えられるわね。特に明日からの通商会議ではエレボニアからは最小に応じ、お互い機に乗じて相手のトップを抹殺するつもりかもしれないけど、
だがそれにしてはお互い接触を隠していないのは不自然。仮にヘイユエや赤い星座が動けば、そうした背景が明るみに出て国際社会の非難を招き寄せるだろう。帝国にしても共和国にしてもそれだけのリスクを負うとは思えん。
確かに短絡的な攻撃を仕掛ける状況ではありませんね。でもそれならどうして。
くそ、おじきども、一体何を考えてやがるんだ。
いずれにせよ現在できつつある構図には何らかの意味があるはずです。多分俺たちが手に入れていないそれをつかむ必要がありそうですね。
なるほどね。
さすがロイド君、先回りされちゃったわね。
実は我々も同じ見解でな。その欠けたピースについてはギルドの情報網を駆使して現在当たりをつけている最中だ。
そうだったんですか。
そんじゃ何か分かったらこっちにも教えてくれんのか。
ええ、新たな事実が判明次第警察本部にも連絡するわ。
お前たちの方でも何か掴んだら知らせてくれ。明日からの3日間を何事もなく乗り切るためにな。
了解しました。
何か判明したらすぐにお知らせします。
Afterward, Kia and Shizuku return to the guild with Zeit. Lloyd and the team said their goodbyes to Arias and Shizuku, who planned to go out for dinner. The Triple S then returned home.
そういえば明日はしずくちゃんとデパートの屋上に行くんだったっけ。
除幕式だっけ。一緒に見ようって約束したの。そうなんだ。あら、でもしずくちゃん除幕式の様子を見るのは雰囲気だけでも感じたいって言ってたよ。どんな感じかはキーヤが教えてあげるんだ。
そっか。
あの子もけなげだよな。
ねえねえランディ、さっきから元気ないね。
そんなことねえって。
あ、いえ。
シャキーン、これ見ろ。いつも通りのクールでハンサムなナイスガイだろ。
ナイスガイ？先輩、ナイスガイはさすがに死後なんじゃ。
から元気も元気のうちってことかな。
混ぜ返すな後輩ども。
でもランディ、あまり一人で思い詰めないでくれよな。
そうね、こういう時のために私たちがいるんだから、くれぐれも自分だけで何とかしようと思わないでね。
分かってるって。ただまあ一応俺の身内でもある連中だ。一度腹を割って話してみようとは思ってる。
それは
危険じゃないのか。
まあ勝手知ったるってやつだ。しかしおじきのやつ話があるとか抜かしながら全然音沙汰がねえんだよな。
ああ、昼に訪ねてみた時も不在だったみたいだしな。
さすがに腹が減ったな。そういや課長は今夜は遅くなるんだったよな。
ああ、明日の除幕式の段取りが長引いてるみたいだからな。
だったら今日は外食で済ませるのもいいかもしれないわね。たまにはいいですね。
するとそこのレストランか流浪飯店あたり
なあ、荷物置いたらみんなで出かけようか。
Get there, Zeit.
サイト、
どうしたの？なんかお客さんが来てるって言ってるよ。
お客さん？
入ろうか。
Ah, Shirley's here.
ランディのいとこのどうもどうも、シャーリー・オルランドです。遅かったね。待ちくたびれちゃったよ。
お前一体何しに来やがった？
あ、釣れないな。ランディには2年ぶりの可愛いいとこにそっけなさすぎるんじゃないの？
いいから答えろ。何しに来やがった？いや、ここで何をしていた？
ぬるいね、ランディに。対人トラップを仕掛けてたら入った瞬間にひき肉になってたよ。いつからそんなにふぬけになっちゃったのさ。あなたいきなり何を心配しなくてもトラップとかは仕掛けてないよ。ランディに一人だったらそんなお遊びもありだったけど、戦争中でもない限り一般人は巻き込みたくないからね。
こりゃまた過激な子だね。
君、シャーリーと言ったか。改めて支援家のロイド・バニングスだ。
あ、どうもどうも。こないだはごめんね。つい耳たぶ噛んじゃってさ。
それはともかく、ここはクロスベル警察の分室で、君の座っているそのソファーもトラップだの巻き込むだの。子供の前で不用意な発言は控えてもらおうか。
ごめんごめん。つい懐かしかったからお兄にじゃれつきたくってさ。
お前が俺に懐く玉か。大方おじきの使いで俺を呼びに来たんだろう。
それって正解。パパが言ってたでしょ。明日から忙しくなりそうだし、今晩あたりはどうかだってさ。あ、別に断ってもいいけど。
断った場合は手段を選ばねえってんだろ。お見通しなんだよ、お前らの
調子が戻ってきたみたいだね。パパはノイエブランで先にやってるけど、どうする？
みんな悪いが夕食は俺。
ねえねえ、ランディ、このお姉ちゃんひょっとして悪い人？
キア
キアちゃん、下がって。悪い人はひどいな。っていうか何その子、めちゃくちゃ可愛くない？
うちで預かってる子でな。手を出したら殺すぞ。
わかった。少なくともこのビルを爆破するのはやめておくよ。もちろんじゃ。なんて会話。
こりゃ心臓に悪いね。
You know it's pretty messed up when even Wazzy is getting nervous.
まあそういうことだからおじきんとこに顔を出してくる。今夜中には戻るからあんま心配しないでくれや。
でもさすがに危ないんじゃ。
なあランディ、だったら俺も挨拶に伺っていいかな。
お？
ロイドさん？
一応支援課のリーダーとして同僚の身内に挨拶するのは礼儀だろうからな。それに高級クラブなんていい社会勉強になりそうだし。
へえ、面白いね。いいじゃんいいじゃん。せっかくだからついてきなよ。
だったら僕もご一緒させてもらおうかな。高級クラブノイエブラン。
綺麗なお兄さんもどうぞ。あれ、ひょっとしてお姉さん？
一応お兄さんってことになっているみたいだけど。
何考えてんだお前ら。シャーリー、お前も勝手に話を進めんじゃねえ。
まあまあ、車で送り迎えするからさ。そうだ、お姉さんたちも来る？あ、でもその子と狼はさすがに連れて行けないな。
エリー、ノエル、夕食はキーヤと済ませてくれ。それと課長に一応サイトは課長が戻るまで。
でも分かった。留守の方は任せて。気をつけてください。ねえねえライド、どこかに出かけるの？
ああ、ランディたちとちょっと出かけてくるよ。遅くなるかもしれないから夜更かししないで寝るんだぞ。
いってらっしゃい。
くそ、どうしてこんなことに。
まあ腹をくくるしかないんじゃない？
Well, this took a turn. This took an interesting turn, honestly. But I'm super glad Lloyd was just like took initiative. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm coming too. And even Wazzy. The boys!
これは確かラインフォルト社の防弾リムジンだっけ。
早速こんな代物まで買ったのか。さすがに景気がいいじゃねえか。
おかげさまでがっぽり稼いでるからね。
シャーリー様、お疲れ様です。それと若、ご無沙汰しておりました。
ガレス、久しぶりだな。それはともかくさすがに若ってのはよせよ。
バルベル様の件、お聞きになったかと思います。本当に惜しい方。
締めっぽい話はなしなし。今夜はパーッと行くんだから。ささ乗って、お兄さんたちも早く早く。
ああ、それじゃあ遠慮なく。お邪魔するよ。
The boys going out to town. Here we go.
さすが豪華だね。両兵団ってのはそんなに儲かるのかい？
うちは特別かな。資産家や大貴族のお得意様も多いし、1000万ミラとか普通に入ってくるよ。
そんなに？
トップクラスの傭兵を抱えたらそれなりに維持費もかかるし、当然武装は最新のものばかり。
それはまだ。やっぱり頑丈さだとリベールの軍用艇がいいんだけど、なかなか裏に流れないからね。まあいざとなったら潜入して奪っちゃうって手もあるんだけど。
冗談だよな。
まあそういうことにしとけ。
そうですか。そんなことに。ええ、ごめんなさい。せっかくティオちゃんがまた連絡してくれたのに。いえ、話が聞けてよかったです。とりあえず今日はこれで。また。ええ、わかったわ。ティオ、またね。あんまり心配しないでね。はい、失礼します。ロイドたち、本当に大丈夫なのかしら。相手が相手だけにさすがに心配ですね。
ああ、帰ったぞ。
課長だ。課長、お疲れ様です。
遅くなった。状況は変わっていないか？
ええ、先ほど連絡した時のままで。私たちも店の近くで待機した方がいいんでしょうか？
ま、そう心配すんな。ノイエブラン周辺には一家の監視も入ってるからな。
あ、そうだったんですか。
ただ連中がその気になれば監視の目も潰されるかもしれん。とにかく今夜はあいつらの帰りを待つしかねえだろう。
New Blanc. Are those angels in the back a reference to Ys? Like Ys 1, 2, Fina and Rhea?
繁華街でも超一等地だ。
僕が顔を出してるホストクラブも近くにあるよ。そういえばこの店、前は議員先生の御用達だったけど。
ああ、そうみたいだね。ちなみに今日は貸し切りだから遠慮なくくつろいじゃっていいよ。さあ、入った入った。
おい、自由気ままな子だね。
ガレス。
とんでもない。
来たか、ランドルフ。
おじき、ずいぶん唐突じゃねえか。前に会ってから2週間何の音沙汰もなかったくせによ。
こちらもいろいろやることがあってな。しかしお前がこの場に連れを連れてくるとは2年前のお前じゃ考えられんな。
うちのリーダーは義理がたいんだ。
はじめまして。クロスベル警察特務支援課ロイド・バニンクスと言います。同じく支援課の準メンバーワジ・ヘミスフィアだよ。
クリムゾン商会代表シグムント・オルランドだ。迷惑をかけた貸しもある。ゆっくりと飲んでいくがいい。
ではお言葉に甘えて。ところで迷惑をかけたっていうのは旧鉱山の一件でいいのかな。
さてな、腹も減ってるんだろう。すぐに料理を持ってこさせよう。
パフェもう一つ追加ね。
さて、積もる話もあるが、まずは客人。お前らからの質問に答えよう。それが目当ての一つだろうが。
はい、話が早くて助かります。率直に言ってクロスベル警察はあなた方の動向に注目しています。特にどのような目的でクロスベルに滞在しているか。
直球だな。俺たちがここにいる理由はいくつかあるが、もちろん最大の目的は契約を結んだからだ。
それは帝国政府との契約ですか？
ノーコメントだ。うちの業界にとっちゃ守秘義務に抵触するんだな。
なるほど。それじゃあエレボニアのレクター隊との関係は？ルバーチェ跡地の買収でお世話になったそうじゃない。
あのザレ言使いか。鉄血の懐刀だけあってなかなか面白い小僧だ。案外ツァオあたりともいい勝負をするかもしれんな。
Yeah, you know, they really would, actually. They really would get along.
おじき、あのメガネ野郎も知ってんのか？
去年連中の縄張りをかき回した時に正直ぬるい仕事だったが、奴の手勢には食い下がられてな。まさかこの町でも顔を合わせるとは思わなかったが。
噂のインテノには結局会えなかったんだよね。別の仕事をしてたらしくてニアミスだったみたいでさ。確かちょっと前までクロスベルにいたんでしょ？
ああ、ルバーチェが消えてから音沙汰はねえらしいな。ってごまかすな。あのレクターってやつとの関係を聞いてんだろうが。
つまりはノーコメントというわけだ。それ以上は察しろ。
いいさ。ちなみに差し支えなければでいいんですが、今回の契約というのはどのくらいの額なんですか？
ほう。
お兄さん目の付けどころがいいね。
なるほど。そんな反応が出てくるくらいの額なんだ。1億ミラくらい出てるのかな。
ノーコメントだとはぐらかしてもいいが、ま、今回の契約に関してはそのくらいの額と言っておこう。
1億ミラ相当の契約。豪気だね。
ろくでもねえことをやろうとしてるみて
えだ。サービスはここまでだ。それじゃあそろそろ本題に入るとしよう。ランドルフ、前も言ったが休暇は終わりだ。貴様には近いうちに次の刀身を継いでもらう。
刀身、親父さんの異名だっけ？
ふざけんな！何を口走ってやがる。まさか酒に酔ったとか抜かすんじゃねえだろう。
簡単な話。赤い星座を率いるのは刀身でなくてはな。そしてそれを継ぐのは兄貴の息子である貴様の義務だ。
なんで俺が刀身が必要ってんならあんたが継ぎゃいいだろう。なんならシャーリーでもいい。女じゃいけない理由はねえはずだ。
俺はあくまで戦機。戦場を蹂躙するだけの兄貴みたいにはなれんし、またなりたいとも思わん。それはこいつも同じ。いや、ある意味俺以上だろう。
シャーリーも刀身なんて柄じゃないな。
ランドルフ、貴様には分かっているはず。兄貴がなぜ長年の宿敵と決着をつける気になったのか。かつて兄貴は貴様に試練を与えた。そして貴様はそれを乗り越え見事刀身を継ぐ器を示した。お前も気づいているはずだ。もう他の者にはなれんこと。
刀身を継ぐ試練。
今は下 たれてるけど、昔のランディ兄はすごかったよね。何せ西風の大部隊を撃破。
黙れ。それ以上しゃべる。
ランディ
ださ、ちょっとショックだな。これでも昔はランディ兄に憧れてたこともあったのにさ。
そのくらいにしておけ。今夜は帰るぞ、シャーリー。
分かった。
その姿、兄貴が見たらどう思うかよく考えてみろ。それ以上無様を晒す前に従うか逃げるか、あさもなくば死ね。
おやすみラン。お兄さんたちもまたね。
お嬢たちを連れてこなくてよかったぜ。さすがに格好悪すぎだろう。
ランディ
すまねえな、無様なところを見せちまったみたいだ。
そんな風に言うなよ。どう考えてもおかしいのは彼らの方だろ。
でもそこまでへこんでるところを見ると意外と図星だったみたいだね。
マジ
嫌な野郎だ。ああ、この上もなく図星で。
Afterward, Lloyd and the others refused the car. The manager prepared and walked back home. They met with the girls and Sergei, who were all worried for them. After putting a half-asleep Kia to bed, Lloyd and the others gave the team their report.
そんなことが本当にとんでもない連中みたいですね。
ま、お前が刀身ってのを継ぐって話はともかく、いろいろ収穫があったみたいだな。
連中が今受けてるのは1億ミラソートの契約相手は流れからして帝国政府なのは間違いねえだろ。
それと明日から忙しくなりそうとか言ってたから、やっぱり通商会議の期間中に何かしでかすつもりみたいだね。
そうなるとその1億の契約の内容だが、ロイド、どうも。
はい。
It's probably not this, and probably not this. It's I mean, they made a deal with the Imperial Chancellor.
これは勘ですが、鉄血宰相は帝国内にかなりの敵対勢力を持つと言われています。このクロスベルでそうした勢力から宰相を守るというのはあり得るかと。
なるほど、そいつはありそうだな。
いい目の付けどころだな。
でもそれだと逆に1億ミラは少し多すぎないかい？宰相だって自分の護衛は引き連れてくるんだろうし。
確かに帝国にしても共和国にしてもかなりの護衛将校を同行させるそうですね。
もちろんそういう表向きの護衛とは違うだろう。ただ彼らの動向を見る限り様々な形でクロスベルという土地を把握しようとしているのは確かだ。
アルモリカ村、マインツ、そしてベルグ、食料調達や七曜石の売買というもっともらしい理由があったみたいだけど。
ああ、各地を訪れていた本当の目的は別。それこそ俺たちや遊撃士と同じく何かあっても即座に。
確かにそんな風には感じられたわね。
ま、現時点で推測できるのはここまでだろう。明日は各国首脳が来訪し、オルキスタワーの除幕式がある。ああ、ちなみにお前らにも現場に出てもらうぞ。
イエイ。
現場ということは除幕式へ。
どうやら赤い星座の方に目を奪われているみたいで、傍聴やテロ対策なんてのは本来お前らの仕事じゃない。ここらで気分を切り替えてもうちょっと状況を俯瞰してみろ。
なるほど。
耳に痛いツッコミだな。
除幕式ということは警備に参加するということですか？
名目上はそうだが、それよりも除幕式の様子を観察することに専念しておけ。通商会議が始まる時の空気、首脳どものオーラなんかをな、また違った視野が持てるはずだ。
了解しました。それじゃ特等席から鑑賞させてもらおうかな。
まだ起きていたのか。
Hey!
明日の出発は早い。いい加減寝たらどうだ。
ああ、一応こちらの報告にも目を通しておきたいからね。
士官学校か。まさかお前がそこまで真面目に職務に励むとはな。
あくまで名目上の理事でしかないけど、あの子たちも頑張ってるみたいだし、このくらいはさせてもらわないと。
まあいいだろう。しかしどうやら例の話は確かなようだな。海援校の手の者が密かに手を回しているようだ。
あの人か。そんなところじゃないかと思ったけど、規模の方はつかめているのかい？
いや、そちらは不明のままだ。情報局もそのあたりはつかみ損ねているようだな。
自業自得とはいえ、最小殿も災難だね。意外と僕もまとめてターゲットにするつもりかな。
シャレになっていないぞ。やはり第7師団からの護衛を増員した方がいいのではないか。今からねじ込むことも可能だろ
う。いや、それには及ばない。最小殿ならともかく、僕のキャラでそれをやったら気づいたイメージも台無しだろ。それに僕には君がいるからね。
Oh my god.
君の腕の中で守ってもらえればもうそれだけで十分さ。
さて、俺も早く寝るか。
すみません、調子に乗りました。いずれにしても明日のうちに姫殿下と話をしておきたいかな。そちらの段取りはどうだい？
ああ、巡査殿と連絡は取れている。明日の昼食会の後、夕方くらいの時間になるだろう。
そうか。1年ぶりくらいかな。エステル君たちが残っていたら同窓会が開けたんだけどね。シェラ君も忙しそうだから出張できる余裕はなさそうだし。
そうだな。
せいぜい僕は最先端のアーバンリゾートを満喫させてもらうとする。あ、君と巡査殿の合いびきを邪魔するつもりはないから安心してくれたまえ。なんだったら噂のテーマパークでデートしてきたらどうだい？
余計なお世話だ、アホ。しかしいつも以上にくだらんざれ事が多いようだが、まさかよからぬことを考えてるんじゃないだろうな。
ギク
ギク。
あはは、やだな。そんなわけないじゃないか。
明日は首に縄でもつけておくか。
Would be a bad idea.
まあ多分これが最後の外遊になるだろう。最小殿の狙いを探りつつ、大陸全土の動向も見極める。相変わらず苦労をかけるけどよろしく頼むよ。
無論だ。
Hey, it's the Arcel! The Burrow Kingdom airspace, the high-speed cruiser, the Arcel. Arcel. Chloe!
いい風。
Chloe is easily the #1 trails, like, girl in the entire series next to Estelle. Hands down. And it's been oh so long since I've seen you.
この雲の流れ具合だと向こうの方も晴れなのかしら。
And Sieg!
いつもご苦労様。やっぱり共和国方面でも火種がくすぶっているみたい。そして兵員の存在と大陸有数の両兵団の介入、やはり
決宰相の配下として動いているのは何でもないわ。明日は北東に向かうからこのまま船に乗っていてね。いくらあなたでも外国までついていくのは大変でしょうから。
殿下、こちらにいらっしゃいましたか。
風に当たりたくなって。どうやら明日からの会議に少し緊張しているみたいです。
ご冗談を。
And in case I don't introduce her, this is the commanding officer, Julia.
ああ、ジーク、戻ってきていたのか。
She and Major Vander get along quite well.
これを R&A リサーチからの報告を届けてくれました。
リシャール殿からの拝見させていただきます。急進的な民族主義者、それに共和国政府の動きですか。どうやら想定外の事態が各方面で進行しているようですね。
As I'd like to say, oh, you have no idea.
ええ、王子とお会いしたらそのあたりもご相談しないと。それとちょっとしたつてを頼らせてもらうかもしれません。
つてですか。
ええ、本当に頼っていいのか見極める必要がありますけど、もしかしたら私たちの助けになってくれるかもしれません。
ああ、エステル君たちが言っていたという。なるほど。ギルド方面とは別に当たってみる価値はありそうですね。
ええ、おばあ様が主導された不戦条約が結ばれて2年。戦争は回避できましたが、大陸全土で目に見えぬ圧力が高まりつつあるようです。なんとか不戦条約に代わる新たな枠組みを模索しないと。
なるほど。なかなかどうして使いやすい端末じゃないか。財団切手の天才 SE ヨナ・セイクリッド少年か。
This man.
旧式のネットワークとはいえ、ここまでの環境を構築するとはね。連が補足されたっていうのもあながちまぐれじゃなさそうだな。アストラルのコードのインストールを。それじゃあ始めようかな。位相空間にアクセス。動力ネットの全領域をサーチ開始。複数ルートからの侵入経路を確保。第1、第2、第3防壁をクリア。ロジックキーの解析に成功。メイン端末への最終防壁を攻略。さすが博士が自慢するだけはあるかもね。さてと、お楽しみは取っておくとして、仕掛けのネタを漁ろうかな。おっと、こっちで踏んじゃったか。やるね、そばかすくん。でもこの仕掛けだと明日くらいまでバレないかな。せっかくだからいろいろ楽しませてもらおっと。
Late August 1204, the Septian calendar. The Western Marine Trade Conference proposed by the newly elected mayor of Crossbell and CEO of IBC was about to begin. Representing the Western major power, the Araboyan Empire, and the Blood and Iron Chancellor Gileath Osborne, and a man of culture, Prince Olivert. From the major power to the east, the Calva Republic President Samuel Rocksmith, who has gained the support of the masses. The young ruler of the Principality of Remiferia to the north, Prince Albert. And finally, from Liberal Kingdom to the southwest, Crown Princess Claudia Liu of Queen Alicia II. Some of the most prominent dignitaries across the continent have gathered in Crossbell for this moment. Hey, Jin is actually there. How cute. But he's with somebody. Oh, that's lame. I still would like to I don't know. I like to now maintain the opinion that while this may have been cool to see before Cold Steel 1, I almost feel like the entire last hour of dialogue that we've had is actually enhanced because of Cold Steel 1. Representative for the Imperial Government, Blood Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne. I feel like it's cool to see dots connect. Because it's like, we would have done all this, and there's all this information from like Liberl and Erebonia and stuff like that. But, and of course, here's Prince Oliver that we already know, and Major Vander with him. But at the same time, like, knowing that near the end of Cold Steel 1, Chapter 6 or so, is when the Guerrilla Fortress infiltration happens, and seeing all the stuff that happens, like with Gideon coming over here and their whole thing through Imperial Liberation Front, the fact about the cannons, you know, learning about, you know, knowing that Toan and all them and stuff like that are there, but seeing it from an outside point of view, in my opinion, adds to the curiosity of this event itself, on top of the stuff that Chloe was talking about. And here's Kilika, like, again, stuff that we've already... Oh, President Rocksmith. Really? This is the first time we're seeing him, then. But, like, you know, if you had played Sky before, you know about Chloe, you know, her being the princess, and, like, her stuff with Julia makes a little bit more sense, knowing stuff from the Burrow. But also knowing stuff from Cold Steel... Look at that shit. Ooh, it's sexy. But knowing stuff from Cold Steel, I think, also helps this moment, too, because all the parties are coming for this one moment. If you had gone with just Sky and then Crossbell, I almost feel like you're missing out on a perspective from Cold Steel, because now you have a little bit more insight into how the Empire works. Because, again, the Guerrilla Fortress infiltration happens basically post-half game to near the end of the game. So... and the most beautiful Princess Chloe. So, like, of course we don't know stuff about Calvard because Kuro no Kiseki hasn't happened yet, blah blah blah. Prince Albert from Remiferia, another person we have not met yet. We don't know much about Remiferia, but we know about Liberl, we know about Erebonia, now we're here in Crossbell. We know Calvard from what we know about Calvard through basically all of Liberl and all of Cold Steel and all of Crossbell, so I think that provides enough of an experience. So I think that's where I stand, I think, as of right now. I know the whole Azure tree is going to happen near the end of the game, blah blah blah, that's a whole thing and a half, right? But for this particular moment, I think having played Cold Steel 1 first enhances what we're seeing now with the last hour of dialogue and for what's going to happen in the next coming sessions. Because it's cool seeing all the dots. It's cool knowing Prince Oliver prior to that whole thing. It's cool knowing about Princess Chloe prior to the whole thing. It's cool knowing about Gilead Osborne prior to this whole thing. So, you know, when they all come together, it's like, oh yeah, cool, I know half of the people standing in this crowd, what they stand for, what they do, what they've done. And it ends up literally being really cool. You know, I don't really have a better word for it. Amazing? Unique?
さすが一国をまとめ上げる人たちばかりね。
しかし鉄血宰相かなりガタイがいいじゃねえか。
共和国の大統領の方は ひょうひょうとしたタヌキって感じだね。
リベールのクローディア王大女も素敵ですね。それにあのユリア巡査をこんなところで見られるなんて。
各国首脳の皆様、ようこそ遠路はるばるクロスベルへいらっしゃいました。
Because again, remember in Cold Steel 1, we learned about a lot of the stuff that happened here through the liberal, not the liberal, what was it called? The newspaper, the imperial, whatever it was called, the newspaper.
クロスベル市の市長ディーター・クロイスであります。この度は西ゼムリア通商会議に参加していただき、通例ならばこの場で歓迎の意とともに、その前にこの記念すべき日にこと寄せてご紹介申し上げます。クロスベル市の新市庁舎として貿易金融都市クロスベルを象徴する、何よりも大陸全土の平和と発展に貢献する皆様にお披露目させていただく大陸史上初のオルキスタワーで
概要は知っていたけど、ここまで壮麗だったなんて、なんだか見てるだけで圧倒されそうですね。
ありえねえだろ。どんだけミラがかかってんだよ。
気の遠くなるようなミラが投入されたんだろうね。
いやはや、さすがに度肝を抜かれたね。
技術の進歩というのは凄まじいものだな。
まるでリベルアークを思い出してしまいますね。
ええ、さすがにアクシスピラーほどの高さではありません
がなんとも豪気じゃないか。君の報告は受けていたが、まさかここまでとはな。
ええ、私も実物がここまでとは思いませんでした。さすがは IBC の資本力といったところでしょうか。
実際大したものだ。この因縁の地にこれほどの大伽藍を築く
と。とりあえず一度屋上に登ってみたいね。市長さんに頼んでみたら登らせてくれってね。
それでは改めまして首脳の方々および西ゼムリア通商会議の開催を宣言させていただきます。
大したものですね。
素晴らしい。この光景を見ただけでもクロスベルに来た甲斐があったというものです。
首相なことを。まあいい、私は行くぞ。どうも奇妙なネズミどもが入り。
そちらはお任せします。それと明日のイベントにはぜひとも協力をお願いしますよ。あなたが来てくださるだけで相当な箔がつきますからね。
まあいいだろう。さらばだ。
相変わらず神出鬼没ですね。あの気まぐれさえなければこちらも助かるのですが
どうやら気まぐれというわけでは、彼がこちらに協力してくれるタイミングにはルールがある。それを見極めておけばめったに断られたりしませんか。
そうなのですか。しかしそのルールとは一体
まだ秘密です。ここまでは段取り通り、明日のイベントの成功のためもう一頑張りしておきましょう。はっ。
うわー、あのビルとんでもないね。ねえねえ、シャーリーたちでぶっ壊せたりしないかな。
気持ちはわかるがやめとけ。いずれあのビルにも役立ってもらうつもりだからな。
そんな。まあいいや、街の方をぶらついてくるね。あのビルのせいですごく賑わってるみたいだし。
ああ、行ってくるがいい。
さすがお嬢だぜ。よっぽどあのビルが気に入ったんすかね。
それだがそれよりも血の予感に酔ってるんだろうさ。
なるほど、シャーリー様らしいかと。
さすがは俺の娘。どうやら明日はたっぷりと楽しませてやれそう。
かくして運命の塔は現れ、あまたの因縁を巻き込みながら螺旋を描いてゆく。ブルブランがいかにも好きそうなシーンだな。まあこれだけのイベント、彼なら勝手に見に来てそうだけど。
Yeah, he's probably somewhere in there disguised.
あとは彼らに渡すだけか。それじゃあせっかくだからお楽しみの準備もしとこうかな。
すごいわ。あのビル IBC のテこ入れでやっと完成したんだっけ。
まさかあんな綺麗なビルが建てられていたなんて。
やっぱディーター市長はやることがでかすぎるぜ。
すっげー。なあアンディ、探検に行ってみようぜ。
また怒られるってば。まあ気持ちはわからなくもないけど。
すごいな。確かにすごいビルだな。カルバードじゃ考えられないぞ。うちがこの街にこだわるのもわかる気がする。
みんなすごく盛り上がってるね。ねえねえキアちゃん、そんなに大きなビルなの？キアちゃん？ごめんねしずく。すっごく大きいよ。色も青と白で綺麗でスラーっとしててかっこよくて。でもどうしたの？なんでなんでだろう。初めて見るはずなのに。キア、あのビルどこかで見たことある気がする。
Well, that's not good.
なるほど。通商会議の本番は明日ですか。
ああ、今日のところは昼食会に各種懇談会ってところだな。夜には晩餐会に加えてアルカンシェルの感激があるらしい。ちなみに首脳たちは全員ミシュラムの迎賓館に泊まる予定だ。
迎賓館というとハルトマン元議長の屋敷ですね。
へえ、あのバカでかい屋敷、そんな風に使われてんのか。ま、ハルトマンについては汚職や違法取引に関する罰金がその代償として没収され、迎賓館として使われたってわけだ。
まあ 自業自得でしょうね。
それじゃあ当然ミシュラム方面は封鎖ってわけかい？
ああ、総称会議の期間中はホテルやテーマパークも臨時休業だ。そっちは警備隊が詰めているから心配する必要はないだろう。
わかりました。俺たちの方は昨日に続いて支援活動に専念しますが。
それで構わんだろう。招待客の中には昼食会の後クロスで何か問題が起きるかもしれんから、お前らでフォローしとくといいだろう。
了解しました。
しかしさすが招待客どもは波のオーラじゃなかった。特に鉄血採取。
ああ、あのレクター大尉が控えていたのも気になったけど、最初本人はそれ以上に圧倒的な雰囲気の持ち主だったな。共和国のロックスミス大統領は親しみの持てる雰囲気だったけど、でもすぐ近くにあのキリカさんが控えていたな。
カルバードの諜報組織ロックスミス機関の人間。庶民派で知られる大統領だけど、やっぱり一筋縄ではいかなさそうね。でもリベールのクローディア姫はさすがに気品がありましたよね。一緒にいたユリア巡査もすっごくかっこよかったですし。
ああ、リベール王国の王室親衛隊の女性隊長だっけ。なんでもその筋じゃ熱狂的なファンがいるらしいけど。
そうだけど私もちょっとファンだったりして。
へえ、そうなのか。
なんだお嬢、そういう趣味だったのかよ。
別に趣味ってわけじゃないけど、その前にリベールに滞在した時、王室親衛隊のパレードを見物して、写真集なんかも出ていたから思わず買っちゃったのよね。
なるほど。
それ後で見せてください。うん、いいわよ。
やれやれ、嘆かわしいね。
断層の霊人は一種のロマンだからね。僕としては帝国の王子殿下も結構気になったけどね。
オリバルト王子か。最近割と聞く名前だけど。
Once again, you have no idea.
リベールの異変の解決に一役買ったことで有名な方ね。それからいろいろな催しに出席して評判としか王位継承権は持っていらっしゃらないのよね。
そうなのか。あれ、リベールの異変の解決に一役買ったっていうことはエステルやヨシアたちと知り合いだったりするのかな。
あ、そういえば
あの二人顔が広そうだったし、ありえるかもしれね
ただいま。
ヒーヤ、サイト、おかえり。
あ、しずくちゃんは一緒じゃなかったの？お父さんと病院に戻っちゃった。でもビルのお披露目は一緒に見たよ。すっごかったね。ロイドたちは近くで見たんでしょ？
ああ、正直大きすぎてよくわからないくらいだったよ。
ま、とんでもないビルってのは嫌ってほど分かったけどな。
キンヤちゃんの方がバッチリ見えたかもしれないね。すっごくかっこよかった。花火だっけ？あれもすごく綺麗だったし。でもなんでもない。ロイドたちはこれから 仕事に出かけるの？
ああ、夕方には戻ると思うけど、課長の方はどうですか？
今日は俺はここで待機だ。何かあったら連絡するから遠慮なく出かけてこい。
はい、お言葉に甘えて。
端末をチェックしてから出かけましょうか。
Man, it's almost been an hour and a half of dialogue. That's what we're used to with Trails. That's something we saw a lot, actually, in Zero, if at all, really. But you're finally getting into, you know, the big sections of dialogue. I didn't expect that to take as long as it did. I would have done a little bit faster on the side quests if I had known, but that's okay, because we're playing this blind. So, next time on Trails to Azure, we'll be starting the support requests while also maintaining security at the Zemurian Trade Conference. Have a wonderful rest of the day, everybody, and I will see you guys back here next time for that session. Bye-bye.